Boom! Finally, we're back at it again. Thank you very much for joining us. Of course, it is Friday Q&A with Chocks A, number 80.
Fine.
And it is, of course, the reservation... No,
it's not
it's
reservation.
the pre-order day for Sonic versus Chopper. If you're a Sonic fan, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive.
That's right. So Lily's been waiting for Sonic.
Yeah, Lizzie, did you say?
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
Lizzie's like a huge Sonic fan, like one of the biggest ones I know.
Is, yes.
Huge Sonic fan. Hey Lizzie, did you ever get that? I know you had one payment notification. Did you ever get the second one for your second order? Let me know in the comments. Lizzie, did you get that? Is it all okay? Is the website working correctly? Let me know in the comments. How are you guys doing? Have you been having a good time this week? It is, of course, the 7th of September 2018. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia. And a very good evening to Australia. What have you been up to, guys? Let us know in the comments.
Yes, Caleb. You're also a Sonic fan as well, because I noticed you in the Sonic the Hedgehog group out there, Facebook group.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was ist los, Sven? Really, Lizzie? Are you sure about that? Just one? That's really weird. Did you order them at the same time? Or was it one earlier and one later? Because the US shipment of Sonics, there was a batch at the end that aren't going to get it first because they ordered it later. So that's something to check into.
Hey, Miss Smith. Thanks for joining. I know you're a bit tired. You're not able to hack it for the entire stream. But don't worry. Pre-orders are going to open tonight after the stream. So you've got plenty of time. You know, if you fall asleep during the stream, that's fine. When you wake up, you can still pre-order it. Don't worry.
Was ist los, Marjeline? Was ist los, Gina? How are you guys doing since Gamescom? Have you been having a good one? Chelsea's height. I like it.
Who's asking that question? Someone's asking the question. Who was it? Kelly Cruz was asking, was this sculpted by us? Well, no. This is done by GNF.
Yeah, baby.
This is the F4F Partnerships program. So F4F Partnerships program means that we go out there, source, look, however you want to describe it. We treasure hunt for those exclusive items that are much harder to obtain. For example, if they're from Korea or Japan, but it's really hard to obtain from the West, either because of the language barrier or the processes, or somehow it's just very tricky to get that item. We will try and make that process much easier through our F4F partnership program.
It goes a little bit beyond that. It's a bit of a disservice to say it's just like that. There's actually, for this one in particular, is a little bit more robust than that. There's a couple of things with this partnership. The first one is GNF only has a license for Asia. They do not have one for the rest of the world, but we do. And therefore, using our Sega license, working with Sega, we agreed with them that we could use our license in order to then distribute it to the West. Europe, Canada, Australia, Western-speaking places, etc., etc. Yep. That is because of our license. That is the reason why we're doing this. The second thing is we have warehouses that are in these locations, meaning that you do not have to worry about... I mean, at the end of the day, if there's a will, there's a way. It is possible for you to get it, but it's technically they shouldn't be selling it to you. They would then sell it to someone, let's say, in Korea, and then the Korean person would then sell it outwards. They could do that, but why? You might as well buy it from us. We have a usually local warehouses to where you are if you're based in the EU. If you're based in the EU, UK, if you're based in... the US, Canada, we have these locations, and so obviously you avoid on those taxation stuff. And one more thing, if there's something we know, Chocks, it's resin, and we will be going to make sure that the pieces that we are selling, we put our stamp of approval on that, because we will also be going to do our own QC checks on them as well.
It's exactly what we did with the Sonic Boom 8 series.
Absolutely.
Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's going to be the same principle across the board with the GNF products. So we make the whole purchasing thing much easier for you guys. We offer flexi payment plans, and we also offer reward points as well through our system. So, for those guys that are comfortable with purchasing through us, because we're not going to bring shit to you guys. I mean, we look into those products, and if we think it's going to be suitable for you guys, and we think the quality is good, we go and talk to them. For example, we've spoken to GNF. We were fine with it. Everything behind the scene was hunky dory, and then we're, hey, let's do this. And they were happy to allow us to go through our own channels with you guys. We help them, translate some of the stuff for you guys.
So we will go into more detail when it comes time to it. There is no X, just for your reference now, because it's not an F4F product. There is no X. And just to say that we have Mizrahi in the house, number 3, REST, royalty in the house. How you doing, Mizrahi? Well, ignore the fact that the saw broke off. We'll sweep that little bit under the carpet. But apart from that, number 3, very nice for Mizrahi. Of course, I know you did that specifically because your name fucking rhymes with 3. Number 3 for Mizrahi.
Mizrafri. Mizrafri.
Where's my 3? He's now Josh. Where's my 3? How you guys doing? Ryan says he's never heard you swear before.
Really? Well, you should come on the stream more often.
Indeed. Hey, Chocks, I was looking the other day. What about a 4K camera? Web streaming.
Well, about time, right?
Yeah, they've come out before.
But obviously that's like first generations or what.
But yeah, I feel like it hasn't really been much more improvement since then.
If there's any improvements, then you might as well go with the times.
And also, for some reason, I'm finding us sort of... I'm not sure if it's a stream. I'm looking over here. Right now, it seems to be okay. But if I look over here, it's like jerking a lot. Am I jerking on for you?
Yeah, I see it. Maybe you need a new PC? New camera?
Oh, it's me. It's not you.
It's not me. It can't be me.
No. I mean, it's not.
Hey, Johnny Walford, Morales, Nick Smith. All right, guys. We will go into the pre-orders a little bit later in the Q&A stream.
Closing some of that unnecessary stuff. Hopefully that works.
Aaron says the stream is fine for him.
Yeah, sweet.
Katie says
I think
fine. It's me. Hey, Mr. Lai, you're late. Not too late though.
Do we have, now that he's here, I can finally say, do we have any Friday Q&A with Chocks in a Virgins in the house would like to pop a cherry a week? Usually that's Michael.
Usually it's Michael.
How's Townsend? Townsville. How's Townsville down under? How's that all doing?
Whew.
Absolutely right, Marcus. That is exactly the reason.
Yes,
James Kerr. Yeah.
Yes, James. Yes, that's
Boom.
what I'm saying. For example, let's say the Torch Dark Souls rings. You can buy that elsewhere, right? Can you get flexi payments on those?
No.
Right, but for these Sonic GNFs, can you get that elsewhere?
No.
Official way, right?
Officially, no. Well, I check it. No.
Can you get flexi payment on those? No. Right. So you can only get those Sonic GNFs from us exclusively.
No.
And flexi payments, of course.
Boom. Billy Ogle. I'm sad because this is only my 83rd.
83rd?
Yeah. He's missed two. We've missed 2 as well, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Well, is there anybody who's literally been here for every single one? The problem is, everyone can be like, yeah, I've been to every single one. How the hell do you test that?
That's right, yeah.
How do you
been
test
to the
that?
ones that hasn't got a number to it as well.
That's going back.
Yeah,
that's kicking it back old school. Kicking it back old school.
It wasn't even using this camera. Using my phone.
With, you remember like using that? It was like some really weird software. That
it was an application. Yeah.
But before then, it was using my one, and then it ran out of battery like instantaneously. Oh,
Mr. Restello says
that's a good point, Britt. He says that a 4K camera would meet better glasses reflections and maybe more unexpected leaks.
Would that mean you might as well upgrade to a 4K card?
I've got a 4K. What?
Graphics card. Is there
such a thing?
Is there such a thing?
No.
I don't know. I haven't been following PC stuff.
No, nothing to do. No, I don't think so. But the point is, can the bandwidth handle 4K stream? I'm not convinced. But the best quality of the camera was if we were to use that Panasonic one. and use that to set up. Nobody got time for that, setting that up. Oh, get a camera, get a bloody tripod. Yeah, right.
You know, then then we ran into the case of like being
depth as well. So we need to set that
worried
shit upstairs.
Worried that I get like overheat.
Yeah, there was some overheating bullshit as well.
Overheating stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Nice one, Kelly. What's the day job? What's the day job? What are you doing on the side? So Billy's trying to use the excuse that his daughter was being born and therefore he missed one because of that. To be honest with you, Chocks, I'm not. Friday Q&A with Chocks A. Daughter being born. Hello, Friday Q&A with Chocks A. Surely is more important. Wait, it's your first kid, right? If it's your first kid, I might sort of slightly change it, but it's still going to be Friday Q&A. And the other one is a day off and he had things to do. Things to do.
Patrick goes, please release a DVD box of every Q&A.
That would be the longest box set ever.
Longest box set, yeah. What? That's it?
What?
Miss Smith, you got to leave now. That was it? You came on here for 10 minutes and...
Yeah, she's based in Aussie, yo.
Yeah, it was just... I came on here, I was expecting her to at least stay for about an hour.
She says she's like hardcore Sonic fan, but I don't know someone who's that hardcore who leaves.
She said she came on here expecting to pre-order right away. But...
Boom. Boom. Ross Wilkins.
What?
Replying to Troy. What's up? Any Zelda news today? I should really start that before. The first thing I would do. So do you remember how it was back in the day? We had announcements at the very beginning. First thing we always started with what was going on with Various, what was going on with Majora's Mask. Right? We should always start the stream with no Troy, no news up until next year, ever, anymore by default for anything Zelda until next year.
He's got his Zelda questions in the Q&A thread already.
Has he?
Yeah.
The answer is no, maybe, no, and it's in the vault. Assuming there's that many numbers, that number. Survival Ultimate Escape game. No way, Kelly. That sounds mental. Bonjour, Pierre. Ça va? What is up? Jonathan Dixon. What's up, Johnny, mate? How you doing? Kubaro.
Johnny has to be on the stream because it is Sonic.
Was ist los, Sabine? Terj is like, I've been to every single one of them, right? How do we check that? All I know is, have you even done a huda? That's right, Chris.
Morning,
when it
Will.
rains, it pours. Katie, your Tingle statue is in the vault. What's up, Will? Nice one, Britt. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here since 30. The big 3-0. The big 3-0. Have you shared this, your Chocks? Have you shared it?
Shared what? Yeah, it's shared.
Copy.
Shared what?
Copy the location. And I can put it in here. Paste and go.
Shared what?
No, I'm just getting this, you shared it into the club, yeah?
Yeah, it's pinned.
Okay. No, I just mean you shared the stream into the club.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't say stream, you said have you shared it?
Yeah, that's what I mean, innit? That's what I mean. MAD, I actually have not followed up since then. Amazingly, it's not... It's been a week and a half since coming back.
Oh, you almost made me post the shipping price in the stream.
What? Really? You were distracted and putting
almost,
it in there?
Yes.
Alright. So, Chocks, let's kick it off with those announcements.
Alright guys, as you all know, tonight's going to be the Sonic vs. Chopper pre-orders. So that's going to come out a little bit later in the stream. So first of all, as always, we will go through the notices, then we go through the weekend reviews.
Yo!
And then we do a quick recap of the Temptation Thursdays.
Yeah.
Then we announce some of the winners for the hashtags, and then announce next week's hashtag. Then we go into the nitty-gritty Q&A. And are there going to be any huda?
I don't see why not. Oh, yeah, because we're doing something, yeah.
We'll worry about that a little bit later on. Right.
But
Pre-orders.
we know everyone's going to get denied. Is it worth it?
Pre-orders. Pre-orders are still open right now because a lot of those are still under 1,000 pieces. That is Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. So if you're interested in that, please jump on the pre-order. The next one is Warp Star Kirby. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of celebrations for Warp Star. There's a lot of celebrations for Kirby for the past year and a half.
Hey
So,
Tej, I see this message.
So the hype is still there for Kirby. And then Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear Solid. Those pre-orders for those resin pieces are still open right now, so jump on that. And last week we opened the Torch pendants, Dark Souls. Those pre-orders will open until 10th of October. So because that's another F4F partnership program there, so that pre-order date has a deadline, so it's 10th of October for that one. And yeah, that's it for the pre-orders.
All right. Nice.
Week in review.
The week in review. All right. What do we do? Well, a couple of things. Let me see. So a couple of things. Let's talk about some stuff that's arrived. So this is the beautiful backdrop from the Crash resin, which is deep in production right now. So, oops. So we're gonna start. This is now the actual the thing that's coming. Before we did a mock-up, now it's the real one.
For those guys that don't know what it is, this is the backdrop that came with the Crash Bandicoot resin.
Yep. And if you look, you can't really see it there until I do that. Boom! There it is. The double heads of Crash. You see that? The double heads of Crash. Looking cool. It's nice and big, nice and quality. And then we give it a turn. Crash Bandicoot, all shiny. Bada bing, bada boom. F4F logo, legal lines, Activision. Spin it around. And then this will be the nice backdrop that goes behind the Crash statue there itself. So I'm just going to move that towards you, Chocks. And yeah, oops, that way. Looking really good.
Guys, just to give you a heads up, this is very nice thick cardboard. So if any of you guys have actually bought one of those Crash PVCs, SD exclusive, or the Artorias SD exclusive, the outer box, you know, the very sturdy cardboard, is pretty much this type. So it's very smooth to the touch, and yeah, just don't have any greasy oil marks on it. Right.
So there you go, guys. Also, the actual artwork has it a little bit blurry because the forefront is a little bit more in focus with the background being a little bit more blurry. That is the effect of how it's supposed to be from the original filing. It actually works out okay because the focus, of course, is supposed to be on Crash himself, which is going to take up
Yeah, you hold that up. You hold that up. Let's try it with this.
That's a good point.
Can you just move back?
No, take the whole camera up. Hold on.
Are you cutting off the image?
No, I'm not. Hold on. If I do bring it a little bit closer there, right, and then you can sort of hover it underneath on my hands.
Like that.
Yeah, bring it up a little bit. Yeah. That's kind of like all-encompassing in terms of like his location. That's kind of.
I mean, yeah, those guys that picked up the PVC, obviously inside that box
Already has a variation of that.
Already has a
No,
diorama
his is
backdrop.
his is
It's based on the remastered.
no, it's got the kind of teleportation device.
Oh, end of the level scene.
Yeah, exactly. So
The
it's
end
not
of the
like
level
yeah.
scene.
So it's actually
So
it
this
would
is
be
the-
quite nice to go with this one actually. Yeah, so you can have a sort of better idea of the size of it, etc., etc. Spyro's backdrop will go nice with a Pyro PVC. Yeah, that's
That is
absolutely
right,
as well.
Kelly. Yes.
Absolutely. So that's one of the things that came in. And speaking of those, you were saying the Crash box, you were saying the Artorias box. Well, we've now got the official completed version of Slare's exclusives. Not Praise the Sun, but Slare exclusives' box, which again is looking really, really nice. So those that have bought an Artorias will understand what that is, what that looks like, what they can expect. premium quality packaging. We have that beautiful brownish color. It's kind of a brownish color for the reflection. We have this beautiful pattern there. Slev Stora SD, F4F logo. That's there.
Yeah, the color choice is kind of a worn out, washed out white with kind of like brownish.
So we made
so
the
it
actual.
looks very similar to the tunic that he's wearing.
Exactly. So it was a specific color choice, and then of course you have the Dark Souls logo again in that beautiful foil, and of course if you look at the top, you can see that matte effect across here and across there. Let me see if I can get that in the light. Just kind of there, you can kind of see it. And a lot of these sort of things is you kind of sort of look at it in the flesh to really appreciate it. The next one is here. Hey, Andreas, you got it as well. Yeah, it's like a box within a box, right? And then you can see a subtle Solar head there. And of course, the same here, and of course, the same here. Now, all SDs are going to come in this blue. This is the blue strip of Dark Souls. And this one is, of course, SD00202DS. And then, of course, Slev Stora, beautifully going around all the locations. Okay, so that's looking good. And then on the bottom, in black, beautiful, in silver, license, logo, product number, etc. Chocks, gives a hand. Okay, thank you. Then we have the two cards that go on top. It's like the card holders, or shouldn't quite say card holders. This is if you are a the authenticity card, or of course if you are a day oneer, it will be the dual setup. Those that have an Artorias SD will be familiar with that. All right, so that is just coming today. No, it was yesterday. I think it was. Yesterday, something like that.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
So,
I think those that have now actually received their Artorias SDs have a better idea of what that's going to look like.
Yeah.
That's right, Patrick. Praise the Sun version will be in an orange color, and it will be SD03 and 03 SDs, etc., etc. Yes, Stephanie, it won't be a surprise. I was actually today at the factory looking over the Chocks over 100.
Oh,
so that's 3.
right, cool.
Yeah. And it was definitely something that I was looking at. And I was looking at his Toolie Master, going through it, and I was actually thinking just how he needs his bro.
Who?
Orni. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would do him sitting down.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I just say that, but I'm just thinking. Because actually, the height is his head, and his head should have. Yeah, that would be quite difficult. I have to sort of think about that one.
That hammer.
Like to make him
that
big.
hammer's gonna be massive, right?
No, because Ornstein's one isn't massive. The thing about this, you need to think about the caricature aspect of it.
Yeah.
Now, for this one, do you make, because his head is traditionally quite small anyways, do you make him bigger with a smaller head, but makes him big? I don't know. I gotta think about that. Hey Tanya, how you doing? Was ist los? Nice seeing you at Gamescom, along with Tobias Schmidt. Tobias Schmidt, was ist los? Hey Uncle Scabs, is it still really hot where you're at? Is it still really hot? More heat. Uncle Scabs. A nice one, Kelly. True forms. True forms are good, you know. True forms are coming. Obviously, you've seen the true form Spyro, and you've seen the true form. Gotta make sure I'm not leaking anything here. Okami, and you've seen the true form. Oh wait a sec, we haven't gone past that. We've only announced those two true forms, right? Not all the secret other true forms that we've been working on. You know. you know, yeah, and then, yeah, those two so far.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a lot.
I'm just thinking, it's only 3 right now.
Really? There's that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's this one as well. No.
No.
That's just.
But it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I could ask to do that. That's this one, obviously. Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, and then. Are we counting that or not? I guess you could count that.
Nah.
You could almost call it SDMM. SDTF. What would you consider? Is that it?
Right. Yeah.
Oh well, those are quite important though as well. What you just said, the X. What is up, Mr. Mayor? How does Sonic get a hold of Tails? He gives him a ring. That's nice. Nice one, Rob. What is up, Mr. Baker? Has Mr. Baker got a shout out? Hopefully he hasn't, right?
I think so. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Chocks, I thought we were going to do this. There was an understanding that you only post it when he's sleeping.
Maybe he was awake.
Maybe indeed. All right, so week in review. A lot of people, Chocks, have been receiving. Go on, Chocks.
There are Taurus SDs.
Yes.
Exclusives. Finally.
And
Fucking get that out of the door already.
so you go. You've heard him swear.
Yeah.
Next.
Mugen.
Boom.
Yes.
A lot of people will be receiving their Mugens. Hashtag finish what line? I mean, what?
Finish some lines.
Huh, what? What? Wait, there's a line? What? Yeah.
And then their tackies as well.
Boom. So there's been a trio of products hitting the marketplace at one time, depending on what region you're in, etc., etc. There will be those that are still working, are still waiting on some stuff. But I feel like there's been a lot of stuff that's been posting, particularly this week, Chocks. A lot of stuff has been posted this week in particular.
This week, yes.
Yeah, obviously the week before, I think a lot of people were posting some Sonic 25th. I think it was Canadians.
Yeah, Sonic 25th, yeah.
A few Europeans received some of their stuff. So it's almost like, it's quite nice that you have... What we used to do, Chocks, is we used to do everything, that timed everything to go all out at once. But we've stopped doing that with the whole idea of Australians getting theirs first, just to sort of be guinea pigs. And also, the fact that we ship to so many different locations now, it means they all arrive at different times, and we're okay with them releasing at different times. And as a result, it's like a constant stream of people receiving and getting stuff, rather than everyone getting it in the one weekend and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
Uncle Scabs, you got 378. Nice one, Edwin. I appreciate that. SD Abby Walker, I like it. Number 32. Now that is a low number. You must have smashed that validation button like it was going out of fashion. Out of fashion. Hey Lizzie, I did not see your fan comic. You made one?
She does a lot of doodling.
I thought it was people doodling it for her. How to check it out later. Absolutely. Hey Aaron, I should be having some more information on that next week. $38,378.
Brenton, yes. Copy and pasting the same message. To improve on the quality for the SD, can you have them put something down before they start packaging them up? The whole box was perfect except the backs where the number is was scratch to shite.
Okay. Alright, so the bottom you're talking about. The bottom of the base.
Bottom of the packaging. The box.
Oh.
The nice box.
Oh. Okay. Alright, thanks Brenton. Well, I was at the... Oh, sort of jumping a little bit ahead today, but obviously I was in China today, Chocks. And I was at the PVC factory going over a lot of the pre-production stuff.
Just one factory today, is it?
Yeah. And that was Spyro, obviously looking at the pre-production stuff. and then looking at some of the developments of, you know, and then the stuff that we've obviously seen, that's Snake, SD, Okami, and Ornstein. Yeah, thank you for checking. Plus the ones that we're not talking about, right? Those ones. And then Petulia, what's going on, mate? D-Night. And then I was also looking at the pre-production samples of Solaire SD, which is when they make it all and they show me the first 20 pieces, which I'm cool with. I made some changes and requested those changes to go throughout the rest of the production. But, so therefore we will talk about the bottom of the base, so bottom of the box. I will talk to them about that. Thanks for raising that with me, Brenton, and I will let the team know.
Nice one, Jason. Yes, I see a lot of you guys saw the Breath of the Wild Link offer from Best Buy. Yes, so yeah, pick that up.
Nice one.
Yes,
I appreciate that. Yeah, nice one. I appreciate that.
It's that link that was made by.
Of course. Hey Wayne, thanks for joining. How you doing, mate? Hey Kyle, fingers crossed on your 25th.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. What is up, Gabriel Gutierrez? Yeah, guys, do not forget to use your extra 500 reward points.
Yes, redeem those reward points.
Boosty.
They're right underneath the bottom of the statue. Before you open the clamshell.
You like it? Absolutely. So, Spyro is looking good. It's been quite a long journey of small tweaks here and there. So if I look at T1 and you look at T4,
hey Nadia.
Hey Nadia, if you look at T1 and you look at T4, there is a huge difference. There's a huge difference between the two. Using the incorrect material at the beginning for sparks, and the wings themselves, the gem itself looking really kind of smooth, which is what you don't want. You want it to be sharp and pointy. So that's definitely something that we wanted to make sure was okay, and we were pushing for them to do it. And unfortunately, I felt a little bit frustrated with the factory, to be honest with you, where I felt like I was repeating some of the comments, where stuff that we had discovered in T1, I was still seeing in T2, and I was still seeing into T3, and I went fucking batshit crazy when I saw it in T3.
They should write that shit down.
I went, it's not just write that shit down. The engineer that was working on this one does not have the experience for our type of quality. And it was a new guy. Well, it wasn't a new guy.
That's why you write that shit down, go through a checklist.
Mate, he wrote that shit down. He was just shit.
Well, didn't go through that checklist then.
As I said, he was shit.
Right.
And I've made it really clear that we're not having that guy do our development on our future products. Now, so there was no, I was very warm and fuzzy management style about it. And I said, I don't think that this is working in the way that we would like to work, in a very warm and fuzzy way. And basically, he ain't doing it anymore. No? And T4 was significantly better than T3, yet I still feel there are some things that need to be tweaked. Because you know what it's like, Chocks? You have to, the thing about PVC is you have to be super anal about it at this stage. At this stage, it literally is just...
There's no turning back.
There is no turning back. You've worked and you spent the money on the molds. The moment that you inject and you start the production process, you literally say, all right, off you go, on your marks, get set, go. They will pump out, I think the daily running rate of injection is something like every 30 seconds, Chocks.
Right.
So you think about it, right? The machine goes like this, goes like this, the molds go like this, zip, and then the piping goes into it, zip, and the injection of the PVC goes into the molds, and it stays there for about 30 to 40 seconds, depending on the size of each mold, which has different parts, takes different times, but the longest one is about 30 to 40 seconds. Then it goes, psss, and then they pop one out, and then they cut it up, and then off to the next one. So if you can imagine, it literally is every 30 seconds, and these things run for 24 hours, right? They run that through the shifts. So what is that? 60 minutes times by 24 divided by 2. That's a bit more than that.
More than that.
Hold on, let me see. 60 minutes. And they're doing 2 a minute.
Quick maths.
Times by... That's more like it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 60 minutes, right? They're doing, let's say, we'll just say it's like 2 a minute. Right? 2 a minute.
2 a minute.
Yeah,
Right,
okay. 120. And then
120.
24 hours in the day, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2,880. So the point being is, in a day, they could inject over 2,000 units. So if you have any issue, you're fucked. Because you've already made 2,000 of them. Now I'm talking about the injection, of course. So the point is, you have to. It's like I like to think of it almost like you're pushing a boat across, and you're across the water with no rudder. Okay. Nobody in the boat, and you're trying to push it across to the other side of a raging rapids. And when you push the boat, you really got to hope that your aim is true, because the moment you let go of it, there ain't. I think more like a dartboard. Chuck the dart. You aren't doing anything about that. So you just have to make sure that you are lining up the best you can. And that is what all these test shots, T1, T2, T3, T4, they're all about aiming it in the way that once, the moment that we say it's okay, boom, out it comes the machine. And it doesn't take too long for the smallest problem to become the biggest one when you multiply it by 2,000 a day. You go on holiday, you have a weekend, fucked. You come back on Monday with 7,000 of these things going, oh, there's been a boo-boo. Oh, God. So that's the reason why it's so important to get it right at the beginning. A moment of silence for an F1 engineer.
What do you mean, Daniel? I don't look like I'm on board.
Yeah, so, definitely that is a consideration for doing all of those.
Well,
PPCs.
yeah, I mean, that's, there's checklists. And those guys need to understand that.
Oh, yes.
Someone needs to check that guy's
Yeah,
work.
look, at the beginning, right, it says, check 1. Mao Zedong, 好不好? And you're like, 好. And the last one of all this, and the very, very bottom bit is Mao Zedong, 好不好? 好. And then you just go to the first two.
Is he green? Like, what stuff does he
He's
make?
not green, he's just like more like the painting side, and then trying to do the engineering side. Like, dude,
So he's not
do me a fucking favor. I've seen the guy for ages, but he's been more about the painting side. But he's like,
So he's not,
sorry,
he's not fit for engineering then.
He's not fit for first of figures engineering, shall we say? He's okay for the little shitty Hello Kitty bullshit. There ain't no fucking Hello Kitty over here,
we
mate.
love Hello Kitty, don't we?
Yeah, we love all that shit.
I love your YouTube channel, Hello Kitty.
Shout out Sanrio, yeah. But when I fucking walk in, it's a fucking Hello fucking Lion. Let's fucking go. It's not fucking Hello Kitty over here.
Don't dick around with Spyro.
Don't fuck about with First of Figures products, because I'm not taking any prisoners, and that's what it was. He's like handing the small bullshit. I'm like, nah, man.
Yo, Chris. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris, how you doing, mate? How you doing? What's up, Denise? Yeah, no, Chris, we're just talking about the Spyros and just the pros and cons of PVCs and what we have to do beforehand to make sure it's okay. So yeah, that's what I was doing in China today. I'm happy with where it's at. There are small changes, but pretty much can start doing some injection, at least on some parts. Expect to have the painted sample into the office on Monday. Start all of that sort of stuff, and then hopefully before the end of the month, we can get him up for pre-order. Now there's going to be, I just want to warn you guys, there's going to be a bit of a change on the way that we're going to pre-order Spyro. It's going to be a lot less of that 4 weeks thing, and then whatever that number is, it's going to be more like very similar to how we do the resins, where we say it needs to hit a certain number, and then we'll cut it off or just leave it open, especially when it comes to the conventions and what that means for us, because the PVCs are really important for that. So Chocks and I, we have more of a discussion about that, but it won't just be the simple thing that we did with Artorias or with Solaire, which is, open up for 2 weeks and last chance weekend, or even 4 weeks or whatever it is. There's going to be more like, if it does, we won't be making that many pieces anyways.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be the 4 week stroke 1,000 thing. It's going to be different. for the PVC stuff.
Correct.
Right,
and also it's going to be more like, they're such a big MOQ anyways, we might as well just make them and sit on them and sell them at cons if we can't sell them online, if that makes sense. So that's what we'll probably be doing. We'll figure that all out later when it comes. We're sort of jumping the gun. I'm just giving you guys a bit of a what do you call it?
Heads
up. That's the one. I think there's been more swearing on the stream than all the others put together. Trust me, mate. It hasn't been. There has been quite a few quite recently. All right.
Hey, Yvonne. Hey, Emily.
Hey, Adrian. How you doing, Papa Davis? It was very nice, of course, seeing you at Gamescom 2. I'm Mama Davis. Have you been doing a bit of the old tennis recently? All right. So we got, what else is in production? Alucard, deep in production. That's coming on nicely. We also had a look at some snake head pictures. Yeah, we're working on that.
Oh, the production video, yeah?
Yeah, production videos for that.
Yeah.
There is, of course, the Solaire production videos. Yeah, I did a few Solaire production videos. That's of the resin.
That's the resin.
That's the resin.
That's the resin.
And a few guts updates, Chock. So one was at the hilt, the tip of the hilt.
Yep.
The bottom of the hilt, the tip of the hilt.
The hilt.
The hilt guard.
thing at
The
bottom,
little knob at the end has been reduced
in size.
And guts is now with hair separations.
Oh yeah, I saw a picture today that Chris was showing me.
What's that? From what to what?
I don't know. I saw a side by side pic.
It depends on what. If the first one was the resin one, then it would make sense.
Right, I wasn't sure.
I guess so. Yeah. There is definitely a smaller one on the resin.
On the resin?
Yeah, I mean, because it obviously starts as the resin prototype.
No, was that the resin or PVC?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's. Excuse me. This one?
No, it's a full pic.
This one? Must be this one, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, resin.
Yeah.
Yeah, resin.
So that's the right size.
Yeah. That's the one that we took to Gamescom.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, cool. And that's the resin. Yeah, you're right. It looks quite a big difference there.
There is a difference.
Yeah, because it goes from this one is the tooling stage. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Anyways, all right.
The hair. Yeah, the guts hair. Yeah.
Yeah, the guts hair.
Guts hair.
The hair, yeah. Petulia's happy with the hair. I know you're happy. At least you're happy about something. You ain't happy about this, though, are you, mate? Never gonna happen. All right, and then Shovel Knight, deep in production as well. So we're off with that. Boom. Over to you, Chocks.
Is that right? That's everything?
I believe so. Nah.
Oh, that one?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
You don't want to talk about Zelda for Troy?
Nah.
Really?
Nah.
All right then. Sorry, Troy.
Nope.
All right, for this week, blogs. Wow, finally. After Gamescom, Miguel during the Gamescom, he was taking lots of photos. For you guys as soon as we get back. So once we came back, we gathered all those photos in a nice little order.
October, Wayne.
And that was posted on the main page and then shared into the club. So guys, do check out those photos and let us know which one you're looking forward to. So that's the Gamescom, and then we also did a little recap on that as well, just to highlight how the event went, with the reaction and whether we're going to go again in 2019. So last week we did mention briefly that we're looking forward to going again next year. So hopefully that stays true.
Yeah.
In 2019.
Hey, Chris, you want to say they make Ivy? Chris, you had your choices to see some certain things at Gamescom, and you chose to check out Rider Link. Yes, you did, but you could have just as easily asked for see Ivy if you wanted to see her. You had your choice, mate. Maybe next year you can choose. I should give you more choices of what you want to see, See you later, Jeff. Have a nice weekend. So, those are the blogs.
Yes.
And now it's Who Dat? No, it's Temptation Thursdays.
Oh, it hasn't been updated yet.
Yeah, Chris has also seen Meta Ridley. Chris knows some things. The boy knows some things. This is what happens when you hang out on a Gamescom booth with me for 3 days. You're gonna see some stuff. You're gonna see some stuff. This one is Temptation Thursday. What did we have last week?
Last week was Super Meat Boy.
Oh yeah, and then this one is
So
Inuyasha.
yeah, so last week's Super Meat Boy, TT116. That is currently at 296 votes. 257 said no. 39 said yes. That doesn't seem to be moving at all.
Has that one not been uploaded to?
It hasn't been uploaded
Okay.
yet. Right, so for this week's Inuyasha
117, baby.
117 Inuyasha.
I mean, number 117, not 117 votes. Ooh!
Not sure about total here, but currently 191 said no to about 214 says yes.
That's not bad for a TT, to be honest with
It
you.
started off with a lot of no's. I remember
did it?
that. Yeah.
Oh, there's more yeses
I
now.
was keeping an eye on that. It started with a lot of no's, and then over time, over these couple of days, yeah. So yeses has overtaken no's for now.
How about this, Chocks?
Yeah, was
Oh, not the one that you showed me earlier.
no.
Yeah. What do you mean?
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Warm and fuzzy.
Oh. Tanya, Yakuza, yes. I remember.
It was nice to meet you and
It was like Yakuza at
Yeah.
Gamescom.
Yeah.
Never-
Also, Konyali.
never
There's
forget.
Konyali in the house.
Never forget.
Never forget. All right.
Hendrik, a general question about the TT pose. What is important for you guys at the TT pose? You are just looking at the yes or the balance between them? We look at everything.
Everything. First of all, let's talk about what the no's represent. The no's just give us a flavor. Yeah, you could technically say there could be 1 billion no's and 700 yeses. It'd be like, oh yeah, fair enough. Now the no's just give us an understanding of, first of all, how many people are engaged in the community, and also gives us an idea of the flavor of what people like. We certainly look at it as a way for people to get involved. The other thing is we look at the yes votes, and then we want to see how it compares with other licenses in the works, and so where they are in the all-time leaderboards. Those are always something that we look into. So those that are hitting the 800s are really kind of like, we're looking really sort of closely, and looking at when it comes time to resources, and we can review what we have for resource-wise. We then start looking at whether or not that would be something we would want to do. Speaking of which, Chocks, you know, what about... Is there enough of demand? Any good? Okay.
Yeah, so yeah.
All right.
Only...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, might as well. Either or. But yeah. And,
Or at the same time, if we have enough resources. Yeah, kind of expected that. Yeah.
damn!
I know.
3 p.m. in the house!
And,
yeah.
it's this one.
Disgraceful.
It's not.
No, I'm not saying that is. I'm just saying our treatment.
Your treatment. you can't say that. We were just last to the gate.
Great.
This one. We were last to the gate.
As always. All right, let's go on, Chocks.
Next
TTs.
So next TT. Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark. Let us know in the comments. Are you gonna be yay or nay for Joanna? I'm assuming.
Probably, maybe.
What you probably maybe. Now, I would be surprised to see this do any well. How do I say that? It is really, really quite low-hanging fruit if people wanted it. So that would be awesome. But I'm not convinced people will vote for it, and I'll tell you why. And the reason is if I go to the club, I'm pretty sure we did a rare...
Ronald says yeah. Adam says no. Benjamin says yay. Justice says probably not. Kelly says nay for PD. What are you looking at?
I'm trying to see if I could...
that rare poll.
No, yeah, the rare poll basically.
That rare poll.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Posted by me. So, This is like a rare poll, isn't it? Right, okay, so...
You know, this is what we should really do.
Perfect Dark literally got 66 people back in 2016. I said, do you guys want rare? Let me know what you'd be interested in. We have Banjo-Kazooie at 414, Conquest Bad Fur Day at 243, Killer Instinct at 120, and then Perfect Dark.
Banjo-Tooie, though.
Yeah, sure, but Perfect Dark... Well, we got Banjo-Kazooie there. Perfect Dark at 66. So... Oh, Chocks.
What?
We have that. There's another. Forgot to mention that. So there's more. I think there was more. Hey Jason, you haven't missed the poll. It will be next week. Do you want to announce any TTs apart from that? Or you're just gonna... No, you're gonna do that next week, yeah? Okay. All right.
Right, winners. Winners for the hashtag 500 points giveaway. Last week's hashtag was hashtag F4F Gamescom. And we had 3 winners last week.
All right, and they have the letters D, M, M, S, J, B. Let me know if those are... You have 2 of those. J, M, B, D, S, M. Let me know in the comments. M, J, B, M, D, S. Let me know if that's you. Morales, I'll go and check every single one of them, see if they're still in the club. SMD, MBJ. I love it. So many people, all full of hope.
It's good to hope. It's always good. Very good.
Very good.
Very, very good.
There is a DB. All right, let's do it. Congratulations, winner number 1, Jordan Dyer. Congratulations, you are winner number 1. Next is Bridget Mackenzie. I see you on the stream. Congratulations.
I see you.
Bridget Mackenzie, well done. And last but not least, Michael Sturck. Boom. And congratulations.
Sturck.
Congratulations, Jordan Dyer, Bridget Mackenzie, and Michael Sturck, winners of last week's hashtag competition, which is, of course, F4F Games.com. This week's hashtag, of course, is hashtag F4F Sanic, SANIC, for a chance to win 500 reward points chosen at random. There will be, at this moment, 3 lucky winners. Hashtag F4F Sanic, SANIC. Yes, spelt that way.
Sonic. Not Sanic.
No, it is Sonic.
You said Sanic?
Yeah, with an A. That's what well, oh yeah, with an A. It was with an A. Yeah, with an A.
Oh.
No, fuck. Control Z.
I know, I'm trying.
There it is.
Oh,
there it is. Good luck with that. It's disappearing, Chocks.
shitty laptop.
There you go. Hashtag F4F Sanic, SANIC.
Pin
Pin.
Sanic Billy. SANIC.
SANIC.
Lizzie. Hashtag F4F SANIC. Come on, Lizzie. You can do it. You can hashtag F4F Sanic.
Does Sanic even know the way? Oh, we're not doing that. We're not doing Uganda knuckles. No, that's already done, isn't it? Yeah, we're finished with that.
already
Right.
done.
That's done. All right, cool. Is that it?
That should be it.
All right, we can review.
Right. We can review Q&A.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Q&A.
Hi guys, before that,
Q&A.
after the Q&A, have we decided yet?
If we're doing who dat, we'll see how
Dat.
we're getting on with it. But I think we can do. I think we're gonna. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I like to do a bit of the who dat. I like to crush some dream shocks. Once a week, twice a week. Yeah, it's nice. Sometimes shocks. There's weeks that goes past and there's been no crushing of any dreams.
Really?
At the beginning, there was dream crushing all the time. And then, as people get, a bit familiar, it starts getting less and less. And, the crushing is not as often as I would like, to be honest with you. And then, wait, are we talking about... Oh, sorry, we're talking about who dat, right? We're talking about who dat.
We're getting crushed.
I was thinking more about Kanako and I, but okay. I didn't want to have to spell it out quite like that.
I'm gonna get my snacks while we do that.
Are we gonna... So, is this gonna be, Chocks, the new time slot right after... depending if you can control yourself.
Yeah, I might
Right
start-
after...
I'll start eating whenever.
No, but okay, then when you start eating, you have to, any time, any given moment, the snack in review. The snack
Look what
in
I
review.
found.
The
Yes.
weekly snack in review.
Alright then, look what I found.
What is it? What? I can't even...
Read on the back first. So before you say it out, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
What,
Like that.
Actually, Hokkaido, yeah?
Yes, Hokkaido, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, be safe, those guys.
Yeah, they had some landslides in there
in
recently.
Hokkaido, yeah. It's like the typhoon and then the earthquake. So,
Right.
yeah, so be safe there. This is like a
Hey, VQ!
little packet. It comes with...
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even notice
comes
that.
with God damn it. Look at that. It comes with a spoon.
Look at that.
Check that out. Right, you see that on the side of the packaging? There's like two little slits here. Two little slits. on the
Yeah,
other
what's
side.
that about?
Right, let's open the first slit.
As you get further and further down here, you just go to the next one. That's
Spoiler. Actual sweet corn.
Have you had it before?
Yeah, I had it once, and I was like, "Oh, this is nice."
It's alright, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it like moist and stuff?
Yeah, it's all moist, and it's like
What's the black stuff in there?
that black stuff is like because it's
Oh, it's like charcoal and
charcoal.
stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Smells alright.
You smell it, yeah?
Yeah?
You want one?
No, I don't. So I'm back on the keto.
Well, you can't eat this stuff.
Of course I can't, mate. It's in the fucking name. Sweet corn.
It's nice, man. It's nice.
Well, of course, if it's nice, then you can't have it when you're on keto.
It's only 46 calories.
It's not about the calories. It's about the carbohydrates. What is it on there? It's fucking mental.
I don't know, it's in Japanese.
Yeah. Oh, therefore it's alright, yeah? It's a nutrition exemption. Tanya wants some.
Yo, Tanya.
What is up, Mr. Lopez? Plat or bust? Mr. Fora in the house.
Lizzie's angry.
About Sonic, yeah? Not gonna go there. No, Uncle Scabs, I am not diabetic. The keto is trying to work off that, all the bratwursts and the currywursts and all the lots of bread.
All the sausages.
Sausages, yeah. Unlucky Yvonne. James, it will be in after the Friday Q&A, but also maybe after Huda. We'll see how the timing is. We're going to kick it off now with Alessio Bucci. How does Aku Aku Mask scale compare to the Leaf and Bell of Pinocchio and Cat Mario? I really actually don't know about that. But certainly it's far more complicated. It's far more complicated than that because those were just a square and a bit on the top. I think it's I'm not sure actually.
Which one?
The
large Aku Aku Mask or the mini ones?
The mini ones. How do they compare to the size of the pieces, the question mark blocks for
Compared
Tanuki? to
the question blocks?
Yeah, you know, like the Tanuki Mario and the Cat Mario.
The block's about here.
Yeah, with a little thing on top of it.
The bell's about here.
Yeah.
So I
So
would say it's
similar.
about here.
It's similar.
Well, if you count the hair piece, yeah.
Yeah, but of course it's far
Yeah.
more complicated.
Yeah, definitely.
What we have, yeah.
Much more complicated. Alessio Bucci.
So how about this for companion pieces? A by Crash X and well, hold on, okay. A by Crash, B doesn't buy Crash X, and C buys Crash if I don't authenticate it. A buys Mini Aku Aku and gets Mini Aku 135, and when Cortex comes out, he gets 135 easy peasy, correct. C doesn't buy Mini Aku and gets B. And gets B2 Mini Aku. When Cortex comes out, if C orders Cortex, he gets Cortex 200. But if C doesn't order Cortex, then B gets 200. What do you think? No, the answer is absolutely not. Whatever, if B orders number Mini Aku 200, he has no right to number 200 of Cortex. He has no right to it. The Mini Aku Akus are not there as a main piece in the line. So the numbers are only going to be given to those that actually want it. We'll give them the sequential numbers on them, but also we'll then give the number if they want to match it with them. but it does not count in the order of the order scheme. What's the base dimension of Varia suit? Will it fit in the best though? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's quite tall, but it's not particularly wide, so I'm pretty sure it should fit in that. Best are the biggest ones, I think, that IKEA do. Joseph David Cole, what kind of cereal does Chocks eat in the videos? You never eat cereals. Yeah. You eat random stuff, and
we don't record the documentary in the morning.
No, he's talking about, like, right, you mean you don't record the Friday Q&As? Oh, yeah, in the videos. You don't eat in the videos.
I don't eat cereal in the videos.
Yeah, but in, like, these streams...
But
don't forget,
your cereal is our cereal,
don't forget, he might be... It'd be his morning, he thinks that it's our morning here as well, which obviously it's not. No. But, no, Chocks never eats cereal. He's always eating random stuff.
I might try that next time.
Last week was the sweet potatoes. What was that? Was that
last week before?
And the sweet potatoes, I think.
Last week, yeah?
Yeah, sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. Stefan McNally, due to your plans for an F4F PVC Nation, does that mean that you'll be making less on the resin side, or does it allow more releases for you? More releases for us. Because, as I was saying, the difficulty in resins is where it's at, and we'll keep on doing those day in, day out until the point that we find that no one buys them, and if people keep buying them, we'll always keep making them. The resins, the PVCs though, is a different set of circumstances in terms of, development is still the same, but in terms of the difficulty of production, a lot of as I said, majority of the work is done at the beginning, and afterwards it's pretty smooth afterwards. So the answer is, we aren't taking away from the resins, and likewise we will be expanding the team in the future. What's really key is the expansion of the China team, a few extra spaces here in Hong Kong. I think 2019 will see a few extra people joining towards the end of this year and into next year. There will be more people joining, which will allow for us to do things in a more managed and controlled way. So yeah. Marlowe's Morale, what are your favourite Legend of Zelda games? For me, it is TP, OOTMM, and BOTW. Jocks, yours is LTTP. That's like your favourite.
Yeah, that's right.
Like old school.
Old school. These are very good as well, guys.
Another one, are you hungry?
I'm starving now.
Oh. It looks like a
squid.
Squid.
Yes, because these are crispy squid. This is Korean.
Okay, it's Korean.
Yeah, let's check this out.
Have you had this before?
It's really nice.
By the way, did you double rip your?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't bother with it.
So this is really strange. It's like there's 2 packets of like do not eat.
What? Is that just like keep the moisture on it? Yeah.
Yeah. So
shake the moisture away, keep it crispy. Is it crispy? Yeah, crispy.
This is oxygen absorber, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oxygen absorber.
Dude, don't take it out. You might take away the oxygen from the fucking room.
This is like obviously those little beads.
Silica stuff.
Yeah. And it's like really crispy. Crispy on the outside and chewy on the inside.
Really?
Yeah. Can you eat this?
No, but I'll try one slice, one little bit. Keep going. Okay. I know what you're saying. Oh my god.
See, I can hear it crunch.
No.
Yeah. Nice, huh?
Unique. Yes, it's alright. So, into 2019, end of 2018 into 2019, an expansion of the China team, expansion of the Hong Kong team, to allow for us to do more of those pieces, both resin and PVCs. We will keep making resins until you guys say you don't want any more. If you could make a statue from any fandom, anime, game, whatever, what would you make? Hit me up, Square Enix. I'll take a bit of 2B. I'll take a bit of Final Fantasy. I'll take it all, mate. Just chuck it all in at the same time. Is there anything in particular you would want, Chocks, apart from Streets of Rage?
What?
If you could have any statue.
From any anime game? No.
Mm.
Oh my god, it's quite a lot.
Initial D.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah. There's a lot I can have.
Just the dude in the car.
Dude, there's other dudes in other cars.
Well, the dude in the car. Well, I didn't know the car.
There's quite a lot of cars.
Yeah, but the car.
The car, yeah.
Can you just get like a Matchbox one of those? It's not the same. Initial D. I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
you
tons of
can get
them,
a
yeah?
lot. There's a lot. You can get
Tons
some
of
like
those.
you can get some die-cast ones from Auto Art, for example.
Right. This
Yeah.
is the one, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the AE86.
Was it just one anime? Was it film?
Anime and OVAs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the initial D mean? Just D for drive?
What was it? I can't remember. Drift, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Drift. Yeah.
Dream!
Drift. Is that Drift?
He never states anything explicitly. Rosuke reveals on separate occasions as the fourth stage progresses that both the purpose of the D there's a purpose of the D, and it usually involves a
Really?
B,
I thought it was Drift, like Project, like at the
a
end.
BP.
Project D.
And the true meaning of the initial will come to light in the final stage. Reveal that the D stands for dream.
Whatever, innit?
There you go. Adam James Meredith, what is the best place to eat eat in Hong Kong? Where's your favourite place to eat? What kind of cuisine are we talking about? We're really blessed in Hong Kong to have quite a lot of different choices. Not quite as many choices as we had in Cologne to eat Turkish doner kebabs. But Hong Kong is really, really amazing for food. Literally because the houses are super tiny, that by comparison, the restaurants are usually really packed all the time, quite a lot of the time, because a lot of people don't hang out, eat at home, or stay at home because their apartments are quite small. So that also keeps the prices down, and that's really hard to say. What would you say are your favorite places? Food-wise in Hong Kong.
There ain't one.
What?
Look, seriously, like I've always said, like there's tons and tons of
Yes.
like, Chinese restaurants in Hong Kong, but if you want something that's really, really good, and and that makes me go back there time after time, none.
It doesn't have to be Chinese.
Yeah, I'm saying it in general, everything. Or maybe I just haven't, had the luxury to go out and eat every single thing out there, because it is quite tricky to go and find. A lot of times you have to go on those applications and websites to find those like good places, because a lot of these are not on the ground floor. A lot of them you have to go into
Right, you
those
have to sort of
buildings.
know
You
about
have
it
to
and
go there, like find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric Bracero. Hey gents, any news on Genos? Nope. When is he revealed up for PO? Can we get a revamp poll? I might, what to do with Genos. What to do. That poll is, maybe we need to do another TT on that, about whether or not we go ahead with that, because I'm almost thinking like whether or not it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't have the support for it, we don't have the support for it. I don't know if I wanna, like, we've got Moomin Rider, we've got Sonic there as well. I'm just like, if based on Saitama sales, now of course that was a long time ago,
Yeah.
almost 2 years ago when we launched Saitama.
Wow.
Mugen's, obviously that's been released, Mugen's been released. But the last two animes have done really well, that's Guts and Spike.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean that we build up enough? Is this a Kickstarter thing? I don't know. Don't have that kind of like super motivation. I like Chocks' hats. Okay.
What?
Also, you guys should consider shirts. We'd love to get an F4F shirt. People ask me what the hell it is, which I can respond, sit down and let me tell you about our Lord and Savior, Alex and Chocks. I love it. And we will be doing that. It's going to be, we're going to be hiring, one of the new hires we're talking about is hiring a new sort of graphic artists to help out Sandy, and also to really take control of the core range, to start offering all that sort of accessories, clothing, accessories, mugs, all that sort of stuff. Start working on those branding. Once we've got that down, we could then start thinking about, okay, now that we've established it for our own brand, then we can then start, offering it potentially. Do we want to see? Could we have a conversation with Capcom? Can we do something for Okami? Can we do this? Can we do that? Whatever it may be. Matthew O'Donnell, can you remember nearly a year ago when I tried to explain what I meant by a game level diorama and everyone got confused? Well, this Sonic with the resin, with the chopper, that is perfection. That is exactly what I wanted from a figure, and I thank you deeply. That I can't take the credit for that, but that whole idea, we've really taken it with our Sonic and Tails diorama, the helicopter one, which will be PO next. I think next year sometime. I was gonna go, where the hell is it? And I was remembering they were bitching about the caps. About the, let me ask Rachel.
The caps.
Not the caps. Who the hell is Charles? Okay. Any updates on the...
Hey, Dallas. Callie says, how is the Amy Rose figure going? Daniel says, any Marvel resin?
So the Amy Rose is coming on very, very nicely. I pretty much finished it, but that would most likely go to a Kickstarter. I think that might be one of the first of ones that we would do it with.
Yeah, I saw Chris working on it.
Yeah, it looks really good. And yeah, it's going to be put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. And if you don't, then we just give you back your money and go, okay, next. We'll do the next one on that. That's how it's going to work.
And it'd be like, half a year later, it'd be like, oh. And we're like, do we Kickstart it again and again and again and again and again?
No. It's specific. We've got to say it very clearly. If we don't hit 300 in this amount of time, or, we'll say 300, but if it's sort of tickling it, we'll make it allowance or whatever it is. If we doesn't hit this, we won't go ahead with it. Simple as that.
I don't know, but until when? It's like saying Genos, right? Let's say Genos, we do a Kickstarter for Genos,
yeah.
And if it's the same results, same poor performance than we expected, we leave that to one side, and then like half a year later,
no,
people say, hey, let's do it again, and they'll be like constantly doing it again.
Well, we've got to sort of stop that sort of thing. I don't think it's gonna, that license expires and stuff. So
yeah, true.
So, yeah. Petulia, now that Jin is in the wild, and I'm sure everyone's watched my review, yep, can we talk lore? A relaunch, opening pre-orders again? Have you an idea when this will happen? I haven't had a really chance to think about it.
Marcus Krauss, Shenhua for Kickstarter.
Shenhua's TT was too low to even bother going into a 3D, which takes time and effort. The other ones, like Amy, hit 500 plus, and therefore we went to the next stage. Then, of course, when Warpstar didn't hit the numbers that it was based off of the TT, we all of a sudden said, well, wait a sec. And as a result, this Kickstarter idea came up. So it's almost like it's like stages. If we get to 500 plus, 600 plus, or whatever it is of those pieces, then we work it in 3D, and then from the 3D we then go to Kickstarter. From the Kickstarter we then go into the next stage if it gets past that. If it doesn't even hit 600, 5 to 600 of the items that we've put up for that, then there's no point even making those 3D, which takes loads of time and effort in making those 3Ds. Francesca Di Zotti, any news on the Kickstarter system? The answer is no, not yet. If I'll wait for John to come back and we'll talk about that.
When is he back anyway?
Next week.
Oh, cool.
But not here.
Oh, is he not?
No. He's just back in the UK.
Oh.
He's coming on holiday right now. He's back here in like 2 weeks.
Oh, right.
Evan Hansen, when does Reignited Spyro PVC be live for pre-order? Towards the end of this month. Sav Cantus, will there be a Dark Souls Dangalangs, Solaire SD giveaway and will Chocks bundle? We shall run that by Chocks. Chocks is the gatekeeper for all of that sort of stuff.
You've been misbehaving yourself apparently lately, Sav. So I've been told.
There's always what he said, what she said, and the truth. Michael Lai, a bit late now. How is Hong Kong after the typhoon? Honestly, you've been so lucky being out in bloody Bris Vegas, over in Townsville, that the weather has been so poo here for the miserable since we came back from Gamescom. Really miserable.
Hey Marcus, yeah, Shenmue series isn't dead, but it could do with a lot more support and fans, especially with the Shenmue 3 coming out soon, next year. So hopefully more fans will jump in. And for Daniel, yes, we just asked the question, are we going to do any Marvel resin, especially with the launch of Spider-Man? We actually talked about this a while back, saying, guys, if we ever, had a Marvel, would you guys be interested in a Spider-Man?
Yeah, because of,
It was like
but it would be game-related Spider-Man.
The game Spider-Man, so yeah, that's what he's referring to. Hope you guys enjoying that. That's just released today.
Just released today.
Yeah.
You picking it up?
I will, yeah.
It's only on PS4?
No, it's on other platforms.
Are you sure?
No,
Don't think
you're
so.
right. Yeah,
Sony
you're right. Yeah.
owns the Spider-Man movie stuff, so...
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, just PlayStation 4.
Yeah. Insomniac games.
One of our boys is working on that.
Yeah.
It's good. He's a good lad.
He's working on that, yeah?
Yeah, he worked on this one.
Alright, cool.
It's a good lad.
Because I thought he was working on the other type of those games. Like the
Mm-mm.
Alright, cool.
But that's...
But that's what,
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
That's not them. That's their own company.
Mm-hmm.
He works for... Which is how we got...
Alright. He moved again.
No, he was always there. Before he was doing this.
Right. So, what about this?
But he's not doing that. He's...
How that came out? I thought he was part of that for a while.
Sorry.
Nah.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Look at it.
Nah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, hold on, like this. No, hold on, that's...
What?
That's that. That's them.
Right, that's them, yeah.
Okay. But likewise, that's not... And in fact, hold on.
Are you sure? Not all of them.
Like,
Not the new one.
the new one is definitely by them. Isn't it?
Nah. I remember the old ones, yeah.
Hold on, this is the TV. Hold on. Huh. I'm confused. What is going on here, John? I'm confused.
So when was he involved with this? I can't remember because he definitely mentioned, "Are we interested in this?" Because he was part of that.
I think it's because it was part of this.
Oh.
This one. This.
Oh, he was in that.
This one.
Not-
No. Not this one. He's in this. This.
Right. Wow.
Which is formed by.
But he was working on like
I'm confused.
that.
Alright.
Under that, right?
I'm confused. I'm confused. All right, let's go. What do you think of the F4F OCC right now? I think it's great. Jin and Fu who? Some anime sneak. What? How do you motivate yourself at work? Every day is a blessing. Every day is something interesting. And it's my warm and fuzzy management style that motivates me every day. And everybody else. And also, Haagen-Dazs mooncakes.
Well, we can't pick it up yet.
Of course you bloody can.
No, it's mid-September
That's like...
for 1 week. It's only a 1 week period.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Because Kanako was like, oh, quick. Because we actually went, it was Kanako's birthday. And after that week, when we gave the thing, that it was a Friday. It was a Friday. Huh. Shit.
Yeah, it's shit.
Oh, by the way, who is this from? On my desk.
Who's this from?
Who's this from?
Oh, that's probably from the packaging lady.
Was it?
Yeah.
Because it's on my desk.
Yeah.
Am I stressed? Yes, I am. I need a holiday. It's a hard life, isn't it, Michael? You know, prodding all those dolphins, touching those blowholes. You see so many random wildlife. It's amazing.
That's good.
Yeah, that's cool. Martin Coniali, any Yakuza updates? Just that we're working on the DE, which is that lovely gate. And then once we've done that, then it's Kickstarter time, baby. Slayer Resin status right now. I should be heading over there next week. You guys need to be going to Gamescom again next year, so I'll be there. We will do. Do you need any help? We will most likely very much need that. I can help you on all days with translation and Yakuza questions. I appreciate that. Once we have a better idea of the scope, the size of all of that, we will figure out what we need in terms of that. Jake, Maya, how did your day treat you two? Hope it was grand. My day was okay. How was yours, Chocks?
Alright, yeah.
Okay. Any chance you guys will go to Anime Expo next year? We'd love to meet you guys. Anime Expo next year is probably a bridge too far, unless. But if not, then.
Kanako just PM me.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, because she was.
Oh, you're like special VIP,
No, because
right?
she was actually asking us to Friday, on that Friday, as I was saying, that Friday.
Which Friday?
The Friday when I gave you guys.
Right.
Which was just before we went to Ruby Tuesdays.
Right.
Yeah, that Friday. When Kanako came over. Afterwards, we went to the Haagen-Dazs around the corner, or upstairs. And she was like, quick, ask Chuckles for his thing, and then we will get his mooncakes for him. And then bring it back, and then you pick it up from there. And then, but I forgot to get it from you. No, it was too late to ask you for it.
It's alright.
No, but the point is...
There's no rush for it.
Yeah, no. Well,
Yeah.
clearly, you can't even get it yet.
Well, it's like a time slot, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So she said, give it to me. Give me a ticket.
What, you want it now?
Yeah, you'll forget to give it to me.
You sure you can get it? Because it's like...
No, you can't get it now, but she'll get it when she pick it up.
Well, I can pick it up myself.
She doesn't trust you.
Didn't trust me.
Can you pick it up yourself?
Yeah, I can pick it up myself. I'll pick it around here. And I'll get some ice packs.
You sure?
Because it's ice cream.
I know.
Yeah, so I don't want to get melt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know, guys, thanks for the offer, Kanako, but, you know, it's fine. Now I can pick it up from the 14th.
So in terms of Anime Expo, it's definitely on our list of things to look at.
Yeah,
If not 2019, then very, very, very likely 2020.
2020! Oh my god, it's 2020.
Just curious, as I don't have any statues yet, but will I be able to plug in various soon and use lights without the batteries inside? Yes, you can do, right, Chocks? You don't need to have the batteries inside for it to work.
Which one? The resins?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. You can plug a USB cable that comes with a statue and plug that into a PC or power pack or whatever it is without the internal 1865 battery. Yeah.
Chocolate snacks reviews.
Where we at now?
3 chocolate snacks reviews. So we've got Milo, Energy what? Cube?
Energy Cube is like tiny. As I thought.
What the fuck? That's tiny.
I know. I thought they were going to be bigger. Because they said. Then I looked at it. It's like 50 malted cocoa cubes.
Or was it just like a bloody mini?
Right.
Nah, I can't, man.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do that one.
Energy. It says energy.
I appreciate that,
think
but it's like sugar
I think
energy.
it's BS.
But is it just like a Maltesers if it's malted?
It's made in Ghana.
Is it Maltesers?
It has that Maltesers taste to it.
Is it fully full of energy?
Nah.
Nah.
It's very powdery as well. If I just unwrap all 50 cubes, I can just make a drink out of it. Just pour some hot water.
It's like a cube stock, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
Nor's. Like chicken stock.
Yeah, chicken. Exactly. It's exactly like chicken stock because the way it's packed.
Oh yeah, that is.
Yeah, flaky. Right, so it's like that.
It basically is powdered Milo
Yeah, compressed.
into a thing.
Into cubes.
Is it like instantly? Is it kind of hard? Yeah.
Yeah.
Will companion pieces follow similar rules to standard pieces? 4 weeks to reach 1K if they don't stay approved? Yeah, I guess so. Why not? Sav Candace, what kind of tools do I use to replace Artorias SD batteries?
Nah.
A screwdriver?
Taking a piss out of this other guy.
Oh, with this guy.
Yeah.
So that was a bit. This is the he said, she said, and the truth bit.
Yeah.
SD Berserk. Let's make that a thing. How did you guys consider what should be SD, or how do you consider what should be SD? Well, first of all, it's the license. Do we have the rights to do it or not? And then we approach the license holder with the designs. But you know, Berserk is definitely something I've been looking at. Tobias Benz, will pre-orders for Dark Souls resins get back to planned 4 to 5 month rhythm? On-Steam pre-order was 8 months ago. The answer is...
What?
There are... To be honest with you, there's such a lot of other Dark Souls stuff that it's not... We haven't got back into that rhythm of the resins. There's a bunch of resins in the works at the moment that it's kind of like really tough to get feedback and approval, and it's so complicated that they're taking longer than expected. But the great thing is we have those SDs to tie us over, and we start releasing those plush as well. I know it's not the same as the resins, but those are definitely things that people can still collect and you know, still be all about that Dark Souls.
Yeah, we just got some feedback for
yeah, for
yeah, it was good.
a lot of feedback.
Yeah, a lot of good feedback. As in, like, a lot of feedback to make the whole thing really good. Are we talking about which one? We're talking about this one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Asit Patel, ever consider selling unpainted versions of statues so people could do it to themselves? The answer is nope. Have not considered doing that. Pablo Bueno Navarro, when do you think Volume 3 and 4 of the Sonic Boom figures will ship? Do we have any idea?
Just asked that question today to Jeff. I believe it's end of September, October.
Okay, soon. That's awesome.
Soon. It's soon.
That's excellent.
Yeah, the guys at GNF want to get them out as soon as possible as well, so they can start doing the next volumes.
Yeah. There's a lot of upcoming volumes. It's a good time to be a Sonic fan. I mean Sonic. Sorry, listen.
Yeah. Lots of Sonic stuff.
Yo, when Jason Shepard, could we get an update on Spike sales as expected, promising, disappointing? So it's plateaued, and it's around about the 700 odd, and which already is fantastic. It's already hit the milestone. We want each product to hit at least 600, so to go over by 100 is great news. Really happy about that. So it's sort of plateaued, but you know, that's great. I think I need to run some adverts on them.
Hey Chris, what are you talking about? The shipping for Ornstein really gets you 130 USD.
It's 2 boxes.
It's 2 boxes and also no taxes and fees. You know what?
Chris, pick it up from us from Gamescom, and we'll waive the entire shipping.
Let me ask you one question. Do you know anyone that can ship 2 boxes for 130 with no custom fees and taxes? Because I know someone can't.
Yeah. Hold on. Like that. That's like they do it like that. Yeah.
And it's, what do you call it? It's
something
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go there.
True. They're alright.
They're alright.
Yeah. Glenn Sterling, what other color variations for Mario and Yoshi are there? I'm guessing blue. Ronald Jacobs. He's the man to know. He knows what's up. But if you know what official colors that we have, you have a bit of an idea. What the hell, Chocks? Number 4. Let's hear it.
Pocky.
Now, Pocky, I grew up on that shit.
Everyone knows what Pocky.
No, not in the UK.
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it now really easy? Because it used to
Chris knows what Pocky is.
Chris.
Anyone from UK here?
Where's Chris from?
I don't know. Where's Chris from?
I'm not sure. With a name like Kim, he's not. I guess he's not. Yeah.
With a name like Kim.
Well, Kim, it could be obviously Korean, North Korean.
That's true.
See, Nana say doesn't know what Pocky is. It's
Nana
not.
says
Yeah.
doesn't know everything, right? See, Victoria knows what Pocky is.
Probably if there's a lot of anime, Japanese gaming, Japanese culture, you won't know it if
you're a gamer and anime.
No,
guy,
not if you're a gamer.
No, you do
no
know
chance.
Pocky, of course.
No, you don't.
No, knows.
No.
All right, so 99% of the population knows what Pocky is.
Nah. Chris only knows it because he knows all about Nazumi.
Nazumi. Right, Pocky. So this is, I don't know where this is from. This is from your hometown, right?
See, look, there's a lot of people who do and don't know. Like Eduardo's like, even we know what it is in Mexico, and Femke is like, what?
Yeah. But anyway, it doesn't matter who. But this is Pocky, right? Cookies and cream flavor. Has anyone tried this?
Strawberry Matthew Lopez is so standard affair. I love that one as well. This is like some weird stuff that we got going on here. Cookies and cream flavors.
So many flavors.
And there's also like thick. But in the UK, it's kind of like bog standard chocolate and strawberry and that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Well, UK's literally cornered by Cadbury, right?
Cadbury's.
Cadbury's, yeah.
Monopoly, baby.
Yeah, Monopoly. For Birmingham.
Is it anime famous? No, it's just Japanese culture famous.
Yeah, you see.
But you see more of that. You probably see more of it in in Japanese animes than you would in a random video game.
Basically, for those guys that don't know what it is,
Ronald Jacobs, what the hell is Pocky?
It's basically like sticks, breadsticks coated with chocolate. In this case, it's cookies and cream. So there's tons of these. These are like really nice snacks to have.
Now, do you just like bite into them, or do you like suck them off?
I just bite it into it.
You do?
I don't like go.
I don't quite. I just I do a little bit.
Really? Why? If it's a nice steak like a popsicle, then yeah.
I like bite into it, but don't break it, and then I just like put it off.
You actually like bite into it and then
No, I like that.
scrape it.
I turn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn it.
Yeah.
Definitely not these teeth, like the front teeth. Yeah, I turn it, and then I can. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the point, man?
The difficulty is going a bit there.
How far down?
No, I do usually just. Dude, that's quite impressive length you can handle, mate.
I'm not even trying.
What you do in the comfort of your own home, mate, in the privacy of your.
You want one?
No, yes I do, but no, I can't have it.
I'll scrape all the chocolate off for you. You just have the stick.
Just have the stick. I'll pass. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
All right.
Honestly, these Friday Q&As, it can go any direction, any given moment.
It's actually all right.
You've had it before?
Chocolate biscuit stick coated with milk flavor, confectionery, and crushed cookies.
Now, Glico,
Damn, that's like
The
one
guys-
hell of a sentence.
the guys that make it are like the Cadbury's of Nestle's of Japan.
Yeah. Hit me up.
Brad Edwards, any chance of getting the license for Ancient Magus Bride in the future? If Alphonse's successful, is there a chance of the statues of Homunculus? I'm hoping for an envy, either true form envy or regular form. You know, there is definitely for Ancient Magus Bride. I don't know anything about that.
Right. Right.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this in the fun days. It's a really unique looking statue.
Yeah.
I mean, thingy bob. It's really unique. Hey, if there's enough people to rally for it, you can always speak to Chocks about getting it on a TT, an official TT. In terms of anything else from FMA, of course, whatever you guys want. Adamel Gamal, any updates on Phoenix Bright? Yep, it got rejected. It needs to be darker. Any updates on Yakuza? Please don't vote my dragon. To the Kickstarter. Any updates on the minifigure packs? I've just started working on making them into metal, and then we will start making them in different colors, and then we will start looking at using those as part of cannon fodder and online stuff.
Yeah.
So it will be coming, at least for the Crystal Dragon in particular I'm talking about.
You can do so much stuff with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What day will we get to vote for the cards for the last several statues? Chocks, over to you.
Yeah, we're gonna sort out that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the estimated days? Well, right now I know Sandy's been working really hard on the exclusive packaging for the Spyro, so that should have been all hands on that because there's a time limit against that.
Yeah.
So that's what's been working on for that, rather than What day will we get? Oh, what are the estimated dates for the Spyro PVC, Ami, and Snake? Well, Spyro is later this month. Ami and Snake, they're both still at resin stage, so they're not at the PVC stage. So we are waiting to go to the PVC stage. So I would say early next year at the latest. Would you consider making a clear version of Aku Aku? I can really see having fun with the clear resins, getting the colours of the feathers just right, it was still being translucent. Can we just look at this ghost Aku Aku mask?
You not seen it? You probably get a better chance through gameplay.
The ghost of Aku Aku? PM me a pic, please. What are the numbers for the Crystal Dragon? Oh, don't know. Any updates on the MHA license? These things take time. We're not out of the running yet. Hope you have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Hopefully next year's NYCC. Have a great weekend and get some time for much needed rest. FF's love, FF's life. Thank you so much, Adam. I really appreciate that. You always end your questions on a Q&A like that. I really appreciate that. Number 10. There's another question.
Is there?
Would you consider making PVC of the reignited Crystal Dragon? A PVC of it? How much do we know about the Crystal Dragon and the new stuff?
Yeah, there's pictures of it. It looks alright.
But hold on. Hold on, it is bit. Because they are.
Really? I don't think it has. Oh, okay.
So I better not.
Yeah.
For now. Yeah. Unless, of course, it has been.
I don't know. I mean, the demo has 3 levels.
True.
We'll keep that in mind. Yeah. Let's see how the Spiral PVC sells.
Yeah. Final question: can Ape Escape be a license you could acquire, or is it held by gaming heads? Well, I don't know what gaming heads are doing with regards to that, but it's certainly something that I would only worry about if there was significant rallying for it. Nice one, Adam. Appreciate the support for Yakuza. Josie Silver, what are the chances we will be Metroid? We will get Metroid related PVC or PCV in the future. The answer is, definitely all things are being sort of looked into and sort of explored. I have nothing to confirm at this stage, but it's certainly something that we've looked into.
I thought we were doing this one.
Forget it.
You're thinking of this one?
Yeah.
This one's more like...
Yeah.
This one's more iconic.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's too big.
You can cut it down because Thingy did it. I know. The problem is this.
Nah, could scale it down. But they're the traditional gates, aren't there? Hey, Adam, traditional gate or...
Raytron, this is the traditional, the real street one, so it's kind of like that shape. And they tweaked it like that. These are LEDs as well.
But there are traditional gates, aren't there, as well?
I don't think so.
What? Can't just fucking make up gates.
No, in the game you're talking about. Nah, I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Unless it's maybe it's from the spin-off games, because they were near like beaches and oceans and temples in the spin-off games. But that thing in the back is really iconic. See, iconic.
All right. Need to go back into it then. Just scale it down.
Yeah, because that's like working with Chris on that. I was like doing some research with him to see how these animate.
What? Fuck that. Let's worry about it. Get past the Kickstarter first, yeah.
A DDE.
Jesus. A DE Kickstarter as well.
Be awesome, man. And then you can use that. Oh, you have to do that because you can use that with.
And then it will be, of course.
And then it'll be important.
And then, of course, it will be. Of course.
You're welcome, Chocks.
All I can say is.
Really?
That's what they say.
Oh, okay. I'm just worried about. I'm just worried about them. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going.
What was the other one? You said. And.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's first of many, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ashley Liang, good evening. Since the Spyro PVC for the new game design, is there any possibility of release of resin for Ripto's Rage Spyro down the line? You know, I can definitely see, when you say a resin for Ripto's Rage, you talking about OG style or reignited version? Is there any news for the Legend of Spyro line? You know, I was asked to concentrate on the reignited one for now, so that's what I've been doing. How many Zelda pre-orders are you referring to next year? Between 3 and 5? You know, all different ones. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, something like that. For sure. David Keane, will we see a Donkey Kong statue for pre-order in 2019? Well, once we've now finished Mario and Yoshi, we'll start looking at the next. The beard. Is Tekken Law Last Chance Weekend still going to happen? Will it be Law or will Law be voted? It's not going to be a Last Chance Weekend. It's either right now we don't have enough to go into production, so it's literally going to be open it up. Forget about a weekend. This is like DOA if we don't get it the numbers. So yeah, I mean I haven't finalized it, but that's where we're at. There's been a tons of positive feedback, a buzz, so regarding most of the Mugens arriving now. What should we be doing, if anything, to push for Jin at this point? Nothing that anyone says is going to make me change my mind about Jin and Fool based on people receiving it, because the numbers were low. And yes, the people received it and they're happy with it, you know, most, and that's great. Of course, there's been some breakages here and there. We'll sort those out. The only thing that would convince me to do this would be the Kickstarter. Here's a 3D. Will you buy it? And but I'm super concerned with sub 200, because forget about what the numbers says on Mugen. We made less than 200, right? Sub 200 on Mugen. He's the main dude. Can Jin really do that much more? Who would really buy Jin if they don't have Mugen? And that's my problem.
Hold on, sorry. Alex Petullo, I have another payment for Law coming out in 3 days.
All right, well, that's a sort of miscommunication with the team. If they, you know, I don't speak to Brenda about this sort of stuff. She just takes it until that sort of stuff. So, you know, if Law gets voted, of course, everyone's going to get all their money back, and I appreciate we shouldn't be taking it. So I'll tell her to hold on all of that. Let me see. Brenda.
Jump on the waitlist, guys, for Mugen if you really, really want it.
Thanks for letting me know, Alex. Are the green and black Shovel Knights are done being painted? Could we see a teaser of the black ones soon?
Make sure you're showing the right night.
That's true.
Hey guys, just to confirm that the Sonic versus Chopper pre-orders will happen after the Q&A thread, the Q&A part. What was that? Oh, okay.
Is the Conker pre-order still likely for the end of 2018, or could he be pushed back because of Spyro Banjo's upcoming Last Chance Weekend? Oh, nah, we'll definitely want to get that out towards the end of the year. Let's say your Hogwarts acceptance letters were lost in the mail for a while, but finally arrived next week for each of you. Which of the 4 magical Hogwarts houses are you both assigned to? I'm Slytherin, of course, because of, to represent my warm and fuzzy management style. I'm Slytherin through and through.
I don't know. I don't watch that. Sorry, I don't watch that. Harry Potter stuff, yeah? Yeah, I don't watch that. So what kind of house would I be in?
Hogwarts. You'll be a Slytherin with me, mate. Slytherin's like the snaky people.
Snaky people?
Yeah, well, grimy and bloody scummy, aren't we? So, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Let's see, what are the houses? They are Gryffindor, Hugglepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin.
Oh, that snake emblem.
Yeah, of course, mate.
Ah.
Of course. Oh, here you go. In case your memories of Harry Potter are a bit hazy. Gryffindor values courage, bravery, nerd, and chivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Hugglepuff values hard work, patience, justice, and loyalty. Mm-hmm. Ravenclaw values intelligence, creativity, learning, and wit. Slytherin values ambition, cunning, leadership, and resourcefulness. Slytherins would do anything to get their way. Sounds pretty scummy. Sounds like us, yeah.
It's pretty much like.
What do you guys think that which houses do you think we should be in?
Yeah. They're all pretty like pros. Yeah, they're all good in their own way.
Yeah. Snake.
I'm Ravenclaw from Uncle Scabs.
Chocks is Ravenclaw. So which one is that?
Intelligence, creativity, learning, and
wit. Yeah.
Alright. Kinda says House Red Bull and 3 likes.
House Red Bull, yeah?
House Red Bull and 3 likes. Yeah.
Scummy and grimy are Slytherin. Hugglepuffs are the rejects from the other houses.
Oh, that's interesting.
Is that right?
Hard work, patience, justice, and loyalty. Really?
Sounds alright.
Sounds alright.
You would be snakes as fuck.
Eh?
3 PM saying you'll be snakes as fuck. Alright, Sarah Arrington. So let's talk about the companion pieces. They could basically be expansion packs for dioramas, like what you did for Pikmin. Any hope for that? No, until there's higher on the TTs. I saw that you talked about Alucard's alternative forms as expansion pieces. Have you thought about enemies like that? There's virtually nothing out there for enemies, and it would be interesting to see a Golem, Cerberus, or Rune have explained in the succubuses. I wouldn't say those are companion pieces. Companion pieces are smaller in size, is the point. Those are just characters. They're not companion pieces. Companion pieces is more about smallness. That's the point. That's the point. It's more like small. Look, the mini Aku Aku masks are small pieces. That's what I mean by companion piece, because you were just saying a succubus is just a character. It's not a companion piece. If another company gets a title that you're currently running a poll for, does that void the poll? Well, it certainly, spoils the party. I know nothing is confirmed, but if you were to do a Princess Fuse and the Canine Warriors, would it be one piece or multiple pieces that interconnect? I really have no idea. Chibi needs some squishy friends, and I have a couple of Slayer drawings I did to put up when the official poll comes. Cool. Look forward to seeing them. Brendan Friedley, I recently ran a poll about cloth silk type materials used for wrapping instead of statues instead of paper. The vast majority are interested, but if it will cost more, it depends on the price. Okay, yes, it will absolutely cost more. Yeah, we can look into that, into the pricing on that. Any word on when the GNF toys, Tails and Knuckles are shipping? Is almost the end of Q3. Yeah, I think Chocolate said end of this month, early next month. Which month is Mario and Yoshi likely to going up for PO? I would say end of the year, early next year. Can everything be paid with points except for the NRD? Yeah, yeah. Can you even pay the NRD completely off? Maybe you don't even need to pay the NRD if you use all your points. I'm not 100% sure about that. What is the possibility of companion pieces set to the Star Fox crew to match with the R-Wing?
Oh, sorry. Hey, Chris Kuntz. You're asking the questions in the wrong thread. You're asking it you're asking it on the main F4F page, PM. Don't put your questions in there. Put the questions in the Q&A thread.
Which is... Oh, no, it's not there.
Let me just post this. That Q&A thread is normally posted in the club, from the club.
The possibility of companion piece set of the Star Fox crew. So they had to be all small, though, wouldn't be? You talking about like actual sizes, like big sizes, or like to scale sizes? Because those are almost like minifigures. How many Zelda pieces are planned for 2019? You know, there's planning, and there's realistically, I think at least 3 to 5.
I'm not saying that again, Nana. I know you're trying to make me say some bad words.
2019 to 2020, I should say. What was your...
Chris's surname.
Shame
Shame on you.
How many Zelda... Adriano de Riva, Sif DSSD, let's see a picture or a drawing. I need to speak to Chris. It looks really good. Hildebrand Jr., will various suit and Bowser ship before the end of the year? Possibly. Yes, Bowser, we'll have to see. Any of these Zelda pieces you have planned for next year PVCs? We shall see. Are all the planned Zelda pieces from Breath of the Wild, or do you have something from other games? Yeah, nope, not going to give anything about that. Ronald Jacobs, yo, Chocks and Alex, will Mario and Yoshi be this year? When is Conker's PO also finished the line? So I've answered those already. Patrick Rabensteiner, with Artorias SD being shipped out now, how much time do we have left to secure the number in the line? Yeah, just authenticate it and you'll secure it.
Do it.
Giovanni Comorio, what is the next pre-order? It is this Sonic. Where is that Luigi's pole you promised? Where is this Luigi's pole I keep promising? Just like some regular version of Luigi, right? Well, we kind of did the TT on that. Maybe I have to be specific. Would you only order Mario? Okay, maybe I'll be specific about that. When is Jin Kickstarter? I'm not sure. Are Dark Souls SDs interfering with the resins? No, it's nothing to do with it. The resin line is just the resin line, and it's taking its time. It's difficult. It's complicated. It's super hard. But we have a ton of them in the works, but they're all taking a super long time. And I think I made Ornstein. Started making that. It was a 3-year process, so you're kind of seeing what's happening here. Fortunately, we're at the point where we can have things in between with these Artoriuses, with the SDs, all these sort of things, and with the torch rings to sort of keep maintaining the interest as we work on those resins, which need the time and they need the effort to be done. Brendan Rastello, why the switch from red to blue tape on the shipper for the exclusive? I have no idea. We're actually working on our F4F own logo tape, so we'll be working on that in the future. With pieces needing to hit 600 plus to be viable, any concern on the edition size for companion pieces? For example, Crash X is only 675, so I could probably have a lower edition size than that. Yeah. And these are things that we hope for, wish for. How do I say this? We made the mini Aku Aku mask before we launched Crash, so how do we know? The problem with this thing is all of these things take such a long time, and our situation changes on a week-to-week basis, or a month-to-month basis, that it makes it really hard to go with the knowledge of what we want today, and then when we think about what we're making in the future, that it should be having that new information now, because it's like a lead-on effect from before. David Keane, would you ever consider revisiting Transformer statues of any kind? Nope. Not anytime soon. Robert Elliott, what kind of 3D printer do you have to make the small prototypes and mini chocks? Is it SLA or FDM? In terms of the stuff that we do, it's done in SLA, and FDM is more about the chocolate sort of stuff. the mini Chocos ones. But we didn't make that. That's something he got made himself. And that was printed directly in color. Elizabeth Ontiveros, any other life-size pieces planned for Okami? Okami bus would... Okikurumi bus would make my day. Not for now. The numbers weren't setting the world on fire. Kirk Wolfram, Overlord Momonga, when? That's over to Chocks. Shantae TT is missing 10 yes votes to get to 500. Since she's an indie character, I guess her license would cost less than licenses for bigger companies. If the Kickstarter system could work, could see one for Shantae in the future, sure. I think that would make sense. Alessio Bucci, but it's not about the license cost, it's about the number of pieces. What happened to giveaways? Some statues like Cat Mario Silver have never had the winners announced, and what happened to the 500 war points every time Alex post reaches 500 likes? The Gamescom posts have a 500 likes. First of all, 500 likes is from a time from way before when. It's now 1,000. Because the club has been doubled since then. Also, the
statue giveaways, yep, we're aware of that. Looking into getting that out ASAP.
Raina Doyle, how's Shiranu doing? Yeah, it's coming on nicely. Gonna start seeing some pre-production samples on that. Alamy LSB seems to have resumed. Yeah, that's right. Alessio Bucci, do you have the edition size for the SD Celeb Razor Sign combo? Nope. Don't know what that is. Vincent Windish, hey, just want to know the idea of extra points for the Epic Majora's Mask launch is still in the air or not? Have they not been done yet? The first 100 people, if it's not been done, I'll look into that. Alex has warned us that there will be a lot of Zelda stuff in 2019, so is there a chance for a reveal or sneak during Christmas week? I don't know, it's far away. And we have the shout-outs. We're going to give a shout-out to No Picture Here, Chocks.
Really? Keep going.
Mail? Shout out to Jake Mayer, how's it going, mate? Eric Bracio, what's up, mate? Haha, Derek Baker, back at it again. Chris Hildebrand Junior in the house, how's it going, mate? Giovanni Cormorio, how's it going? Lydia Boldini, back at it again with the blue hearts. Adam Algamau, what's going on, mate? Brenton Freely, how you doing? Bada bing, bada boom to Abraham Sanchez, and last but not least, Michael Lai, Georgia Martin. Spyro was delayed again. Was this because of the factory or was it because of another issue? And do you think the end of September should be the final date for Australia? I really don't know. I don't want to give you any information on that. So can we just wait till I go there and we'll have another conversation about that? And if it's not being discussed, we want to see Crystal Dragon poll cards. I don't remember voting in one. No problem. That is going to be done when Sandy has time to do it. Here are my questions, says Abraham Sanchez. Last week you showed concern in Cortex selling well. What made you lose faith in Cortex? I didn't say that. David did. But yeah, you know, of course I'm concerned. I'm always concerned. I mean, Crash was, 675. I want to see things hitting 600 plus. And I'm concerned because with all the TTs that hit over 500, Neo Cortex did do that, but look what happened to Warp Star Kirby, and that's my point. So all the things, everything now, I'm just looking at things with a grain of salt. Last week you mentioned that the Sparks may be companion piece to Spyro in the future. Does that mean you're putting Sparks, Egg, and Orb statue in the vault? No, I'm saying that that would be a companion piece. We have a mini Chocks, but will there be a mini Alex? That's a very good point.
Do it.
Well, when are you going to go get a new one? Are you just going to fix your one or get a new one?
I think I can fix it.
That's just fucking button glue.
Huh?
This is glue.
Yeah, I know. I can fix it.
If you're going to get one done, let's go together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's probably better.
Can we get one of us holding hands?
No.
Combo edition.
Combo edition. If one breaks, that'll be near. Who's next?
Troy.
Troy, yay!
I think he's just trolling me now. Maybe. Maybe. More the latter. No comment. I don't ask myself why. I know why. I would love to do them. I know they would do really, really well. Way too early. Uh-huh. Austin Wiseman. For lines or TTs, I don't have enough interest to justify a line of resin pieces. What are the possibilities of PVCs only lines? For example, PVC line for Kill la Kill or Gurren Lagann. No chance. We would definitely know that we would never risk doing a low number PVCs because the molds are so expensive. We'd have to make sure that there's at least 10,000 to sort of get to that break-even stage, and I'm not going. And it's nice to have the resin data to back it up. Jake Mayer, hypothetically speaking, if you were to do an All Might statue, would you make it static or dynamic? The latter. Salim Desha. In the Destiny poll, there is Marvel. In the Destiny poll, there is Marvel. Which characters are going to do?
The Disney.
Oh.
In the Disney poll.
Oh. In the Disney poll, there is Marvel. Which characters are going to do? Oh. Did I do that as an open poll? I did that as an open poll. People just put what they wanted in there. I didn't put that stuff in. People just added what they wanted in there. James Tesk. I feel like calendars need to be updated, especially pre-order calendars. Primarily move Psycho Mantis from unannounced to Q3. That's a good point. I'll need to look into that. Any updates, any estimates on Sonic, on Mario Yoshi? Yeah. I'm working on, I said towards the end of the year, maybe early next year. Can you in future TTs put emphasis on the fact that which material is to consider? PTs pass required amounts of votes. Meat Boy got me worried that many people just automatically assume TT equals default resin. As many people in the comments say they would buy PVC Meat Boy but not a resin Meat Boy, and based on low yes amounts, I feel those same people would vote no because they assumed resin. I think that's a fair enough point. Chocks, over to you on that.
You do that PVC and then resin, then people will start defining, can we have it small or big and whatever scale and size, and it gets all cluttered. Right?
Well, you could simply go yes,
Just
resin, yes, no. Oh, sorry, yes.
Oh, we're doing something, yeah, no.
Run that by him.
No.
James Reyes, where's the next Morrigan or Bayonetta tease? How's Ica Pole looking? Well, Morrigan is okay. Bayonetta tease is has some feedback. I'm working on that. Ica Pole is looking very sad and lonely. VQ in the house. What is the strangest place you've ever seen an F4F being advertised? E.g., I'm wearing my Gamescom wristband at the train station. So yeah, you know, it was quite funny for us to see an F4F is Love and Life bracelet at the airport at Gamescom.
Oh, yeah,
that was really cool.
We
I like that.
in.
And also when we were leaving ACG, we saw an F4F bag, which was quite cute.
Yeah.
So that's the only sort of things that we've sort of seen it, but that's based off of conventions. In terms of being advertised online, I see it all over the place, all on these sort of, all those sort. I don't know how it ended up on that porn site. I mean, Rob Shillens, wondering if the Dark Souls range, if there will be bosses from DS2 and 3. We have those licenses. It would be a shame not to do something from that. Alessio Bucci, is Spyro PVC coming out in 2018 or 2019? Either very, very late 2018 or very, very early 2019. Justin Kennedy, for Legend of Zelda resin statues, will there be more than Rider Link and Shaker Slate in 2019? No. Comment, Justin Slice, will you consider selling backdrops separately so those who just have the PVC could have a shot of them? I consider different versions to the one in the resins. Victor Vilgrin, something I think is important. Now that you're looking at doing this Kickstarter system for Amy Rose, what would happen if I pay half of it with points and then it doesn't get to the minimum pre-orders and continue to the final state? Would I lose my points? Nope. Doesn't matter if you do it in points or you do it in Thingy Bob, they'll all be refunded, but we probably wouldn't even let you use points for that.
Ooh, it's a lot of hassles, right?
Tons of hassles.
Points and the refund.
Yeah, hassles.
Hassles.
Michael Bonanek, are the chances for Sega to approve modern Amy Rose design and selling it through the Kickstarter method high? Really don't know. I need to talk to him about that. Any progress on modern Amy? Yeah, she's pretty much done. I wanted some clarification on the Kickstarter system. Are you planning to use a picture of the 3D model? Will the figure be unpainted? Somebody was asking if it involved a final design for them to be convinced to be put a deposit on modern Amy. Asking what you're spraying on yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just showing it to Eric.
So the answer is we would absolutely only kickstart things that have the final design in 3D, and those that know what the 3D looks like can get a really good idea what the final one will look like. So it's almost like it's just it's pretty clear. The 3D equals the final one. It's very, very close. So we're basically showing you way ahead of time what it will look like. Is the minimum 300 deposit for a Kickstarter order you said a while ago the definitive number? I think so. We want to see, especially these ones that we go to the next stage. When we go to the 3D design stages, because it's hit 500 to 600. So if we can't even hit 300 of them at the time that we went, at that time, then what's the point in continuing? If we can't even hit 300, when people, again, it's come from all the reasons when people didn't buy Warp Star. What were the reasons why? Oh, because it was such a long time ago, my circumstances have changed. Okay, that's a great point. So having this Kickstarter in the middle of that development process of Warp Star would have been really, really useful, because it would lock people in at an earlier stage, and then you kind of say, oh, my circumstances have changed, or whatever it was, whatever it was. And it's been such a long time, my interests have gone. Okay, I totally understand that, and that's why if people have been voting 600 for Amy, well, how many did she hit in the end?
Around about that, I believe. Amy.
Ugh. 555.
568.
558.
558.
Yeah. Ugh.
There.
Ugh. Yeah, I know, and basically from what I know about TTs before, when I first did those TTs and we did things like Banjo, it went higher than the TT numbers, and we've had Spyro that's gone higher than its TT number, right? And then we've had those that have done worse than the TT numbers, and therefore I'm like, right, this is the reason. Because of that, it's a reaction to that. Is why we're talking about doing those TTs. Chocks, should you just pass that over for a second?
Which one?
Just that. Yeah. Thanks. Alessio, don't drop it. All right. When do you estimate that GNZ PVCs for Supersonic and Classic Amy will be ready for pre-orders? I'm not sure about that. What are your thoughts on the new Sonic racing game? Does it look good or not? I mean, I enjoyed Transformed back in the day, so I'm sure it's much of the same. It's a bit fun. How well will the Inuyasha poll need to be justified pursuing that particular license? 800. What do you consider the hardest statue you've done? Bayonetta. Since Sonic CD and Amy's debut was in November 19, 1993, in North America, October 1993, do you think Sega would advertise or market the modern Rose as a 25th anniversary to encourage deposits and pre-orders? Absolutely not. I'm sure they would not get involved with anything like that. Any Persona 5 news? I have nothing to report on that. Manager Rans, could you share an overview in the club that shows which pieces are queued and waiting for production of another piece? That could give an expectation of where we stand for a specific piece. Yeah, okay. MAD, I'm aware these things take time, but on average, how long does it take to know if you've acquired a license when conversation started? 2 years? Nana say, hey guys, if 1 or 2 years, if the ES of Spyro isn't increasing, where do the extra 20 to 30 come from? Are they be taking from the pool of cancelled orders, thus reducing? Yeah, I said to you guys last week, For that, the waitlisters will be affected with that. If they are, why has this happened? As I told you why it happened, because we already printed the boxes. I'm not making the boxes all again for 1,300 boxes for an extra 20 to 30 pieces. At the end of the day, waitlisters were never guaranteed it in the first place. And now that I have far more of an idea of what happened at Gamescom, I'm not going to instantly convert all waitlisters based on zero information, based on not having done Gamescom. Now that we do know what happened at Gamescom, I could have had a much better idea of whether or not to have taken the resins at all, versus actually opening them up again, all that sort of stuff. And the answer to that is very, very clear. We would not have done it this way now. We would not have bothered taking those resins. We would have had a smaller booth. We would have done that, etc., etc. For next year, it's not a problem because all resins moving forwards have that open pre-order up into 1,000 pieces. And therefore, it's no longer a problem. Next year, we can have those resins on the booth. We don't have to be dicking about with these pre-order packs. It was a complete nightmare trying to figure that all out. And ultimately, for not very much difference. And so I can't just tell you how it's going to be without having the information. And we have the information now. At 3 p.m, yeah, that's exactly what I said, perhaps, on the journals for that. To be cut. Following up on Stefan's question from earlier in the Q&A, if there are more and more PVCs being released, and PVCs and resins are competing for limited spots in pre-order schedule, wouldn't that logistically mean less resins? Yeah, unless we get the resources to allow for us to do the streams, unless it gives us the resources, unless we have the resources to allow us to increase the slots per month. That's the point. And another point of that is I want the next, and Chocks, I think we should start preparing for this. The next time we do a resin F4F piece, that we do not do a validation Tuesday, that we do it on these Fridays. I want to start working towards that, because that will therefore all of a sudden completely save us from having to deal with every Tuesday, almost like every Friday, every Tuesday, every Friday, every Tuesday. It's too much. So if we want to increase the numbers of pieces that we do a year, can't keep going every Friday and every Tuesday, every Friday and Tuesday. It just becomes untenable. We're always doing Fridays anyways, so let's just keep it at Fridays, put it all on Fridays, and hopefully some people that were around for the stream will stay on for the validation. Will stay on for the stream. What do you think?
We'll give it a try.
Yeah, I think we've got to give it a try. We'll see how it goes, but then that's the only way we can do it, by increasing the numbers of slots. Pierre Dumont, one day, will you come to France, like for Japan Expo or Paris Game Week? For sure. It's definitely on our list of things that we've been looking at. Jonathan Dixon, out of all the materials you work with on statues, out of every material you work with on statues, what's the trickiest to work with? I don't understand. Resin? Resin, for sure. Kjell de Vrez. Any chance of making resins or PVCs or some of the monsters from Monster Hunter series? You don't have a picture. I'm not sure. I've never seen this name before. Are you Uncle Scabs? Alternate. Who's also a massive Monster Hunter fan. The answer is... Chocks.
Mm-hmm.
How about TF MH? That is something I'd be interested in. that was short. 도다. Yeah, but that's like a. Yeah, but that's not a TF.
Look into it.
There's no point looking into it if like the numbers are poo from a TT. Let me see that one over there.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the company, yeah? Okay, well that's not something to be worried about.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. It's a possibility. Yeah, those are.
there. And that's.
Oh my god, Uncle Scabs is like coming in his pants right now. I mean, you know what we're talking about. Okay.
These are the
Yeah, okay.
latest ones.
Of course, you can actually have TF for the dudes as well.
These.
Okay. Interesting. How big is that one? Oh, sorry. Scroll, keep going. This one.
Oh, then.
Okay. Alright, interesting. Dallas Brown, how are the conversions looking for Mugen? I do not know. I don't really deal with that. Chris Coons, is this the right place to ask questions? Yes, it is. Jonathan Dixon, is there any chance we can get a slow fade out on LEDs back when turning the lights off?
Oh, I think I know what it means.
Yeah, like we used to turn it off and then used to fade out.
It slowly fade out, right?
Yeah. There's no reason why not. Michael P. Alright, hope you guys are well. Hope you missed me. I know we missed you. Absolutely did miss you. Regarding your one and only boy, Alphonse, when do you expect to be... we talked about the last minute changes that prompted a pushback. When do you expect to talk about... we won't talk about what it was until it actually goes live. If everything goes smoothly, October. Can you sneak what those changes related to? Nope, it's too close to it. From the post you made in the last few months ago, I've been happy to notice a lot of new names come up every so often. What is consistent though is the request for Colonel Mustang. Have you started working with him? Yes, we have. Nothing new to share. Did you see my FMA day post? If so, was I spot on or was it strange coincidence? I did not see it. Did you see my FMA day post? Rally? Do you mean fun day post?
I think he meant, the one he was talking about that, the watch, when you open it,
right.
It has the date. The
date? He said day
the
post.
FMA, the date, because
Yeah,
it's coming up soon, yeah.
3rd of October.
Yeah.
Chris Kuntz, you said more Dark Souls to come. Any chance of a bonfire-themed resin? That would be a perfect example of a companion piece. A perfect example of it. Boom! Bada bing, bada boom! Who dat, guys? Prepare yourselves. 2 guys. Let's go. Make sure you hit that test.
Who dat?
He's been waiting it for years.
For years. Years and years.
Okay. Okay.
Like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright guys, make sure you get the character name correctly, and it has to be spelt correctly as well.
Absolutely.
All right, it's a character name.
All right, here we go.
2 winners will be chosen
Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Who dat?
for a chance to win up to
Can't remember. It's been a long time.
4,000, right? 4,000 reward points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, 8,000.
8,000. Sorry, yes. 8,000.
I would say ask Petrulia, but he has no fucking idea. Who dat? Who dat? It's like a little bit harder than.
Yeah, everyone's still typing test.
Yeah, make it a little bit harder than usual.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck with that, guys. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat?
That's a decent guess from
3 p.m.
Renato.
Nah. Hanato has gone for Mega Man. Who dat? Who dat? That's a good point, Monya. I should make one of those. Who dat? Who dat?
Good luck, Miss Rahi. Guys, like Alex, I'm typing.
Yeah, exactly. It's bloody cheating he is. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat? Well, let's make it relatively obvious. Kind of obvious. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat?
Ooh, messages are coming in quick. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Character.
Who dat?
Character. Character. Yay! Yay!
It's not correct.
Yay!
Sorry.
Yay! Come on, guys! Yay! Yay!
Who dat? Who dat? Who dat?
Get the character name spelt correctly. Yay!
He's like smashing his head against.
I said yay!
Who dat? Who dat?
Yay!
All right, we go.
Finally!
Mr. Bean. Now, I feel sorry for, is it Jacko, who wrote Me Bean? We got Samus Grab and we got MJP in the house. What was the guy's name? He called it
Me Bean.
Me
No,
Bean.
go. There it is.
MGP.
No, it's Jacko.
Yeah, Jacko, yeah. He's
Yeah,
not there.
up,
No,
up
it's
a
further
bit.
down. It's further down. Oh, where is
No,
it?
you
It's
move
fine.
it back up. You went past him.
You know, he's like moving around. No, it's like moving around.
It's not moving
Mr.
around.
Bean, he does it for the first time.
Yeah, go
here.
down.
There you
There.
go. Yeah, Jarko, Me Bean. I feel really sorry for you, mate. Me Bean. But we said, Jocks, it has to be absolutely correctly spelled.
Yes.
MJP. Are these virgins? Who dat virgins?
Oh my god. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Whoever put it.
It's been a while. The initial decar? Oh dear.
No, Martin's played before. I'm sure he has. Yeah, he's played like
Recently?
recently, last game. Reached level 3 and died.
Is that his only time?
Yeah. What was the other one?
Samus Grab.
Samus is new. I don't think Samus has played before. Yeah, Samus is new.
Alright. Let's see if can get past their zero mission. Alright, MJP, you've played this before. Samus, you've not. Watch what happens with MJP. It's very, very simple. We have 3 coins, 4 hands. It's a 75% chance to get yourself on the board, to get yourself 500 war points. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, anytime you want, Chocks. Alright. It's been a while. Boom! Who dat? We've done that already. I mean, is it in hand number 1, 2, 3, or 4? Let us know in the comments, MJP. 1, 2, 3, or 4. What are you going for? What?
You didn't really lose 2,000 points because it was never
yours
in the first place, Martin.
Wesley says number 2. Caleb, number 2. Chris, number 2. Jesus, everyone is saying number 2. Hanato says number 2.
Why?
Friedley says number 2. MJP ignores you all and goes for hand number 4. I can tell you, if you would listen to everybody else, MJP, and you went for hand number 2, you would have got yourself 500 war points. If you went for hand number 1, you would have got yourself 500 war points. But no, you decided to go for 50-50 with hand number 4 and 3, 2, 1.
Really? Oh my god.
Denied! Boom! You
was
didn't have your 2,000 points last time. You certainly didn't have your 500 this time either. In and out. Boom! Just like this. MJP, you didn't do enough of a. You didn't last long enough to teach Samus what to bloody do. To be honest with you. Come on, I have 12,000 points. I need 3,000 more. Well, not today, son. Not today. Alright, RIP. Alright, here we go. Samus grab. Let's do it. 3 coins, 4 hands. We'll go through this in a minute. In 3, 2, 1. Boom. We have 4 hands, 3 coins. Is it in hand? You just need to choose hand number either 1, 2, 3, or 4. As long as there's a coin in there, you have a 75% chance. You will get yourself 500 war points.
That's right. If you get it correctly, you will win 1,000 points. You move up to the next level.
Hey Irene, how you doing? Was ist los? No, you're not actually, you're not German. Was ist los in Dutch? We got a 3, we got a 2, we got a 4. Brendan says 4, Ronald says 3, Sylvia says 3, Jorge says 2, Gunther says 4.
Samus.
Adam says 3. And so is
3.
Samus. Alright, let's try this again. If you went for hand number 4, you would have got yourself 500 war points. If you went for hand number 2, you would have got yourself 500 war points. But you made it 50-50, 3, 2, 1. This is a definition of beginner's luck. If you look at the book and you look up beginner's luck, you'll see your name there. Beginner's luck. Congratulations, Samus. You have netted yourself 500 war points. Alright, now, if you would like to go to the next stage, it is to play for 1,000 war points. If you don't get it, you lose and you don't get anything.
You can have the option to walk away with 500 reward points.
If you do decide to walk away, just let us know what you would have gone for. 2 coins, 3 hands. In 3, 2, 1, boom. Hand number 1, 2, or 3. It's a 66% chance to get yourself 1,000 war points. Let us know in the comments. Hand number 1, 2, or 3 for a chance to win.
Or you can walk away.
500 war points if you want to walk away.
Or you can walk away with 500 reward points.
Hopefully it's still going.
Yeah.
Come back on. Never walk away, people. Petulia.
Never. That's right.
Don't follow what Petulia did. We have a 1, we have a 2, we have a 3.
Gina says 2.
Jean-David says number 4.
Pierre says
1. MJP says 3. Well, don't listen to MJP is all I can say.
Michael says 1. Ronald says 2.
Didn't Michael win 500 reward points? In case you didn't know Michael. Pretty sure it was Michael Streck.
For the
yeah.
For the weekly hashtag.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Michael Sturrock.
Nice one, mate. You won 500 war points. You'll be contacted accordingly.
Wesley says 3. Jeremy says 3.
Chris says 2. Sylvia says 3.
Oh, the messages are
Looking for what Samus has to say.
Samus!
Walk away, but would have guessed 2. We have a winner. If you went for hand number 3, you would have got yourself 1,000 war points, but you walked away got yourself 500 war points, but you would have got yourself 1,000. But congratulations, you have yourself 500 war points. Congrats. It's certainly the best of the day. Ain't that right, MJP? Nice one, guys. We're going to be running a 9-minute video. Sit back, chill, relax, and listen to the beautiful sounds of Chocks and Jeff. We're going to be talking all about that Sonic G&F. I'm going to go for a wee. We'll see you on the other side.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff from First Figures.
Hey there guys, this is Chocks.
Bringing you new product updates from F4F Partnerships. Just to recap, F4F Partnership is a platform that offers you special products from companies from around the world. In today's review, we'll be bringing you this lovely statue here, which is by G&F Toys. A quick shout out to G&F Toys, which is short for Geeks and Fruit Toys, who are based in South Korea. So this statue, Chocks, let's jump in.
Alright, so let's give this a spin. Right, there you go. Let's give this a spin.
Okay, so here is Sonic the Hedgehog first chopper diorama. This is actually the first ever polyresin statue made by G&F Toys. This is actually inspired by or based on the Sonic Generation video game, made by Sonic the Team, published by Sega in commemoration for the 20th anniversary. So this diorama is set in Green Hill Zone. It's very iconic Green Hill Zone, iconic green grass. As you can see here, Chopper, the big volcanic fish, trying to jump out and catch Sonic. Sonic there, just leaping to grabbing gold ring. So this pose, as I was told, was actually based on or inspired by the Sonic Generation intro, where a part of the scene is where the classic Sonic and the modern Sonic is leaping through the air. What do you think, Chocks? You're a Sega fan, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. It was very beautiful. It was very bright, very colourful, very cartoony, very dynamic action type of diorama piece. And yeah, congrats to G&F for producing this first ever resin piece from those guys. And yeah, it's as you were saying, this is inspired from the Sonic Generations, and you can see modern Sonic here running across the Green Hill Zone, jumping over the bridge, avoiding the badnik, piranha type, mechanical fish here, developed by Dr. Eggman or Dr. Robotnik, whichever you want to choose. So yeah, modern Sonic jumping over that, catching that essential gold ring before moving forwards. And yeah, it's very dynamic, very chunky. It has the same the levels from Green Hill Zone. I really like this bridge post on either side. Yeah. And very, very detailed. I mean, it looks very simple on the camera, but you can see the different shadings, the different browns, the way the wooden bridge, how it breaks as the piranha jumps up from the clear, transparent blue resin water. So you can see the splash effect at the bottom. It's very detailed. The actual badnik there, Chopper, is very large in comparison to modern Sonic, as you guys may know. Yeah, because the badnik has changed size over each game, and it's very detailed. You can see the teeth. It's very nicely sculpted. Very detailed with the lines. The lines is painted very cleanly, and yeah, I mean, look at that from the front. You can see like how is that supporting Sonic in the air, but it's done very, very nicely. Sonic is looking exactly how he should be, with the right amount of colour of blue. Modern Sonic fans will know the Sonic eyes is green as well. So yeah, it's all there. So G&F knows what they're doing with the Sonic franchise here. So yeah, great stuff. Great start for the new resin line. So awesome. So definitely a very dynamic, wonderful piece for any Sega and Sonic fan. So it's a very nice size. So yeah, that's my take on that. So do you have any more information, Jeff?
Yeah, a bottom base will be numbered. It's a very limited number base.
Alright, so that makes it a little bit more special as well, because each item will be individually numbered. So this is worth adding to your collection for the future, yeah. Alright, so I think I'm done with that. Let's do some measurements. Right, so just keep it at that angle, so someone's jumping over there. Let's do a can test. So right now, these cans are 350 ml in size. So for our US friends, these are much smaller in comparison to your cans over there. I believe yours is 355 ml. So just looking at that here, you can see it's around about 2.5 cans. Okay, so I'll put it on this side as well, so you can see it's 2.5 cans. There you go. Let's do the actual measurements. That's fine. Okay. So right now I've got this height-wise, 11 inches in height from the bottom of the base to the top of the gold coin, a ring, sorry. So that's around about 28 centimeters for the width. Actually, let's have it like that, because the width will be in here. From this side of the base, as you can see on the screen, so this side of the base, I have that at 8.5 inches wide, so that's 22 centimeters. And from the depth, looking from this side, that will be the front of the ring to the back of the base. I have that at 8 inches, which is 20 centimeters. And for the weight, I've done this much earlier, that is 2.16 kg. Right, so it's very nice. It'll work in basically any cabinet. It'll fit in a Detolf or Vesta, fit on your work desk. But again, looking at this diorama piece from all different angles, it looks really good. Yeah.
You can purchase Sonic the Hedgehog First Chopper diorama on our website at www.firstofigures.com for $384.99 USD. When purchasing this special product, you can also earn F4F reward points, which contributes to your future purchase with us. For F4F partnership with newcomers, just a bit of background. Basically, we've done all the hard work for you. Now, we warehouse in the US, Canada, EU regions such as United Kingdom, Slovakia and China. We've taken out all the pain from buying overseas. That means no tax, no import duties. Please do note that shipping costs may vary depending on the region that you're in. So please do check back on the website for more information for shipping costs and other informations. If you have seen our previous F4F partnership video, you will know that GNF has brought out Sonic the Hedgehog Boom series Volume 1, 2 and 3 and 4, as you can see here. Don't worry if you've not seen the video, just click on the link in the description below.
That's right guys, so yes, as Jeff was saying, so there's Volume 1, 2, 3 and 4 from the Sonic Boom 8 series. Also from GNF, expect more to come from that line. But you can see the size comparison here between these small PVCs and this resin diorama as well. So right now it looks really cute, very bright and beautiful. So please do continue to support these lines from our partnerships, and we look forward to seeing more Sonic from GNF. And if you haven't already done so, please also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more partnership videos. And again, as always, do check out our First for Figures official collectors club on Facebook, where there'll be more F4F partnerships and yeah, giveaways and sneaks, etc, etc. Alright guys, so thank you for your support. This is Chocks.
This is Jeff from F4F Partnerships, signing off. See you on our next video.
Boom! Oh, needs to come back a bit.
Yeah.
No.
Will you move the camera?
No, I need to move this back. Move this back a bit. I think, yeah, just move the camera down a little bit. First of all, shout out to the guys over at GNF for making this possible. Here it is.
That's right. It's very unique.
It is very, very unique. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, the price, the price. I understand what you're saying there. All I can say is, I've told you consistently, time and time again, that the size of the piece is not as big as a factor as the painting. And the details on this bad boy is really quite something in terms of basically Chopper with Sonic, with the whole setup, with the clear resin, all that sort of stuff really does make it that. And also, I guess, whatever it is, I mean, we don't actually set the pricing ourselves. It's, but how do I say? I can understand where they're coming from, especially given that it's their first, is it their first resin piece?
It's their first resin piece.
Their first resin piece.
That's
So
right.
given all of that, I can understand that, I can understand the reasoning for it. But don't be put off for that. We do have payment plans as well involved. But the piece, it really is really gorgeous. And some people actually, pricing aside, the actual footprint is actually really quite nice in terms of if that's something that's better for you.
I briefly mentioned that during the introduction video, saying how the different colors, the different shades, looking at this piece from different angles is very different in comparison to a lot of
the detail work is really, really good. I mean, I love the dynamicness of it, the dynamism for the whole idea of how he's being supported. He's just being supported by that one little foot. Look at the way that's being done. I think you mentioned that in the video as well, Chocks. And it really is, especially it's nice to see some modern Sonic out there as well.
It's a nice different take on it as well. It's like, as the guys were telling me that the inspiration was from the Sonic Generations game, with the intro cutscene where modern Sonic and classic Sonic is jumping through the air, and then you have the Piranha, Badniks jumping out. This Sonic fans will know this Badnik is much bigger than the classic Piranhas, and it has a nice little story. You can imagine just like Sonic running across the Green Hill Zone, approaching that bridge, jumping over, catching the next ring. And then,
it's got some nice weight to it because it's actually quite petite overall. It means that the hollow piece is usually the bigger pieces because again, it's not about the material. The only thing that you get on the saving on when you make it this small, there's no point in making it hollow because it's already quite. You don't get that savings because you need to have a certain thickness of doing the coating to make of the inside of the silicone mold to actually get the pieces out. So all of this is nice and thick and solid resin, and therefore it's got some nice weight to it. So what's interesting is that when you consider why we always told you about the size of 1/4 versus 1/6, getting a bit of an idea of the fact that it's not like it's been the price is that much smaller. And this is a really good example of how that is happening there. I think the price is fair for all the details you get. I can understand where they're coming from with it. Perhaps slightly bigger maybe, but of course they are considering, of course, this is mainly for the Korean market, where if it's anything like Japan, if it's anything like Hong Kong or anything sort of size where they can't really have two big things, I can really understand that as well. So I understand the reasoning behind it. I think it's a must-have for Sonic fans. It's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty rare. It's going to be pretty limited. So it's going to be very unique, and who knows what that means for it on the aftermarket.
Yeah, we totally
Not
understand.
that we sort of,
like I said, we totally understand the pricing of this. Hence why, like I said, like the partnership stuff. If you purchase partnerships through us, we offer flexi payment plans, and we also have like reward points as well. So for this particular piece, there's going to be a 9-month flexi payment plan on this one.
Yep.
So the estimated release date for this one, I've been told, is going to be the first quarter of 2019. So it's pretty close within 6 months or so.
Right.
From what they told us. So so a 9-month flexi payment plan for this one. The NRD on this one is going to be 20%. So that is around $80, and then whatever payment plan that you choose after that. I believe there's going to be correct me if I'm wrong, I believe when this goes live there should be a 3, 6 and a 9-month option, but options are there for you. For this one, the pre-order deadline is different to our own system. So the pre-order deadline for this one is October the 19th. So it's going to be around 6 weeks because those guys need to lock things down and get production and running. And guys, do not worry, you can actually pre-order this right after the stream immediately. There will be no validation needed, so once you pre-order it, that's it. And if you just watch the video, I mentioned that there will be a numbered base underneath here. It will be limited and numbered, but for the edition size, I need to talk to those guys back in GNF to get a final answer on that one. So hopefully that covers majority of questions here. There will be a blog after the stream highlighting everything I just said, so if you have any more questions, do drop us a question in the club, and we'll try and answer as much as possible. So it's not just one lump sum, you know. There will be 9 months again. I'll highlight that.
Absolutely. Katie, it's going to be, I'm not sure when it's going to be, but they're coming. There are quite a few of those coming in the modern version of the Sonic Boom series. But as I was saying, just to reiterate that we will be doing our own inspections on this, because of course we are making it as a partnership, so we want to make sure that we
that is part of the
deal.
Part of the discussion. The partnership here is where we'll have our own QC guys going out there to check it, just to make sure that we're okay with that before we send them out. And concurrently at the same time as well, GNF are going to open their pre-orders on their side in their own market as well on today as well. So any Koreans here, if you're watching, do check out GNF as well.
We don't have the license to sell to you anyways.
Yeah.
So, do we have the pricing? The NRDs, the...
Well, the NRD is $80 US. I just mentioned that earlier.
Okay,
yes.
And then the payment plans for each one?
Payment for, right now is 9 months. I'm not sure if there's a 3 and a 6, but I'm pretty sure I've told the guys that there should be a 3 and a 6 as well.
So if we went for the 9-month plan, so it's 3 or 5, you said $80, divided by 9, basically $30 a month. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. $30 a month. As I said, guys, you know, I understand your concern about the pricing. Hopefully those that do pick it up will realize that they have a very unique piece in their collection, and you know, we think we can understand and we think it's valid for their pricing. And
hey, Spider Quack. Hey guys, give Spider a shout out. A crucial designer, team member of GNF. So thanks for joining the stream.
Nice one, Spider.
So
fantastic job you did. So this is, take a bow. This is all his lovely work. So definitely, really shout out to him. Great
guys,
job on that.
I mean, there's more Sonic Boom 8 series coming from GNF. If you guys want more classic Sonics or want more modern Sonics, do let Spider and GNF know. And then hopefully more great stuff coming from GNF. Absolutely.
The guys are doing really great work. So yeah, you know, that's where we're at with this in terms of.
And yeah, that's right, guys. I bet you were having fun placing this around the.
Oh yeah, they're all separate. Yeah.
So these are the Boom 8 series, guys. So you can actually see the size comparison, and we showed that in the video as well. So it looks really nice, bright and vivid.
Yeah.
There.
Now we have a little hype video that we're going to run for you. It will be about a couple of minutes. So we'll see you in a very short while.
Easy.
Boom! Again, shout out to Spider. He did an awesome job on this. We really look forward to putting this up on the website right after the end of the stream.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely let us know if you have any questions or comments about it, if you want to see some more angles, if you need to see some more detail work. It's all there, guys. It's all looking very, very ace or very, very awesome. I love the colors from it. I love the details from it. I think it's got some great, what's the word? Creativity to it. Really, really nice. If I do say so myself.
Well, everyone knows as soon as you on the very first act.
Comes straight up, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's nice to actually see a modern version as well.
Ooh.
We haven't done a modern one for a while. It's nice to see it here. All right, Chocks, do you want us to go through the shipping prices as well? And then
Okay,
I
yes.
think that's pretty much it.
That's right. Okay, guys, for the shipping price.
Do we have first dibs on the numbers? That's a good point. I'm not too sure about it.
I'm
Do you
not
know
too
anything
sure about that because obviously the Korean side is also open the pre-orders.
Sure. All I can say is it will definitely be first come, first serve based on our sales, if that makes sense. So, for example, let's say, for example, we don't get them sequential. Of course, we'll be talking to the team. But let's say we don't get them sequential. We will sort it though that those that are that first come, first serve from our list will get the lowest number, if that makes sense. And so this is actually a good example of where there isn't a validation. So as soon as we do go live, it really is first come, first serve in that regard. So just do pay attention that it's not quite like a reservation. It's actually like a pre-order. So first come, first serve for those actual pre-orders. So there is a sense of urgency. If this is a piece for you to get the lowest numbers that we can get, whatever they may be,
Right.
we will make sure that those are in sequential. Those are in lowest order form based on when they were placed over at our website. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, Chocks, do you want to do the pricing on that?
Yes, for the shipping costs for US region, zone 1, that is $35 US. Okay, $35 US. For zone 2, which is EU, Cyprus, France, Germany, Greece, etc., that's $35 US again. For Australia, New Zealand, Norway, Switzerland, zone 9, you guys are $75 US. For Canada, zone 8, that's $55 US. And like for zone 3, 4, and 5, like Israel, Egypt, Costa Rica, that's 85.
Hey,
So-
JT. Yeah, we're still here.
So that's $85 US.
85
Right?
US.
So don't worry about if you forgot about the pricing I've just mentioned. After the stream, there will be a post, and in there will be an image which shows all the shipping costs.
Right.
And remember, guys, we do have 5 warehouses, so those costs, there will be no custom fees or taxes. Yeah. Pretty standard affair, right? So all these partnerships that we've done previously, same logic applies with reward points and flexi payment plans. Renato, yes. So if it's Brazil, like I said, I've been told that any countries that are not listed in those zones, the maximum price will be 85. That's the highest price shipping cost I can see on the list. So that's $85 US.
Chocolate?
No,
Okay.
we've never had.
How much is shipping to Wakanda? Bloody cheeky. Can you please post a direct link to chat? We can't do that. The chat's going to be finishing very, very soon. So we will be posting that on the website. We will do a feeding frenzy right after the show. Then we will be doing the uploading of the product, and we'll give that information right afterwards. So do hang around. As I said, unfortunately for this one, it really is a first come first serve basis, and it's not like a timed thing. So you're going to have to be, if this is something that you're interested in, you're going to have to be on the ball sort of soon. I'll try and make it as soon as we finish. I'll try and do the Feeding Frenzy straight away, so then I can concentrate on getting that link up in order to get you that available straight away to place your orders.
Right. So make sure that you guys you log in to your account for those Feeding Frenzy points, and make sure that maybe you have another tab and stay on the main page. Refresh the main page for the link to the GNF.
Hey Brenton, so because this is a partnerships thing, we can still have a conversation about whether or not we can do a little something like that, maybe for F4F orders, in terms of at least an authenticity card or something like that. I don't know. It's definitely something that we would have to discuss with them, but we can definitely talk about that. In terms of day one bonuses, there is no day one bonuses for this. But, it definitely would be nice to be able to do. If it's not an authenticity card, it's a little...
There are some discussions with regards to maybe including a card with this, but there's nothing has been set in stone. It's just discussions right now, but it's something that's ongoing. So, once we have more information on that, we'll let you know in the club.
Absolutely.
Alex Petulia, I just mentioned there's no information with regards to edition size right now.
It will be limited. It's more like a time limited, isn't it?
We'll need discussion. I don't want to confirm anything until we agree on both sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's fair enough.
Edwin, there's no exclusive. This is the version. The exclusivity is exclusive to First for Figures.
That's correct. All right.
That's it.
I think that is it. All right, guys, we will be wrapping this up. It is coming up to 10 past 1 a.m. for us, obviously, here in Hong Kong. And I know this is a little bit more time sensitive, so we're going to wrap this up. We're going to do a Feeding Frenzy really soon right afterwards, so do stick around for that. And then afterwards, we will open that up as soon as we can. I want to do it within sort of 15, 20 minutes at the latest, so you guys can be ready for that. It will be... it will appear on the website first, and we will then post it into the club. So do keep your eyes peeled for that.
Hey Brian, last question. October to order this? Yes, 19th of October is the deadline for this one. Okay? That information will be on the product description page as well, so make sure you read that to understand.
Yeah. All right, Chocks. Is there
one last thing.
Yeah,
one last shout out
giveaway.
giveaway.
Yeah, shout outs.
Yes, I want to congrats to Kiro Metodiev. Sorry if I butchered your name.
Kirill Metodiev.
Metodiev.
Yeah.
All right, so he's the winner of the Artorias, the Abyss Walker Dark Souls PVC.
Didn't that reopen?
What?
It closed and then reopened or something.
Why did it close and reopen?
I thought because he closed it too early and announced it too early or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Sav.
Yeah, so I think something
What the
happened
hell,
like
Sav?
that. Yeah, he announced it and then deleted it and then reopened it. Unless I'm misunderstanding. Yeah, because he was he closed it too early. I'm not sure. He said, she said, and the truth. I'm not quite sure.
Sav, did you disappoint me?
And
yeah, but he's the winner, right?
Yeah. Well,
right,
I guess so.
Okay, right,
I guess so,
right.
Yeah.
Besides that, whatever it is, yeah. Congrats to Kirill for winning the Artorias SD from Danglan's group.
Yo, shout out.
Congrats.
Shout out to the Dangs.
Yes. All right then.
All right,
Let's
nice
do it.
one.
Let's get that Feeding Frenzy and get this pre-order open.
All right, let's do it. All right, Chocks, that's another one wrapped up.
All right. Nice
All right,
one.
guys. So it has been the 7th of September, 2018. Thank you very much for joining us for today's Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 80.
5.
It has been awesome. Thank you very much for joining us. We had over 133 people join the stream. We really appreciate it. We can't do it without you guys. It really does motivate us. Thank you so much for this. We will, of course, be back at it again next week for Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 86. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day, America. Have a good evening, Europe. Have a very good evening, Asia. And you should be sleeping, Australia. Take care, guys. We will see you very, very soon. I'm your host, Alex.
I'm Chocks.
F4F is love.
F4F is life.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Laters.